Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, back with another reading. This is gonna be a all signs reading. We're gonna be asking the question: who's trying to fuck you? Who? Who is it? Wait. Oh damn, I'm on the wrong channel. Wrong channel. What's up there, Kilo? Switch account. Excuse me. Right. What's up, Love Aquarius? No, we gotta ask it straight out. We gotta ask it, and we gonna see what's their next actions. So even if you didn't like have nobody in mind, you'll at least know when they trying to. So you don't have to be like, it was kind of awkward. What's up there, Kimmy? What's up, Queen? It was kind of awkward. I don't know if you wanted it or not. I don't want to be too forthright. Oh shoot! Hold on. You feel me? Straight to the point. Ah, you like that? Straight to the point. That's what we like. That's what we like. I forgot. Put my mic in. Hold up. I forgot. Straight to it. What's up there, Tracy Trace? That's right. the girl voice, right? Hold on. What, did we go backwards last night or forward? Let me see. Was it backward or forward? I gotta check. Because of what do you need to know? What's up there, C-Mac? What's up, Cozy? Where Cozy was at? How did I miss Cozy? She must have been in the back. Oh yeah, she was. All right. Where was we at? Forward or backwards? Sag was in 30, so we went backwards then because Sag was like 30 minutes. So we're going forward today. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started then. Let's just get started and get it right out the way. Let me see. So boom. All right, what's up there, Horsey? All right, so let me see. So what's on their thoughts though? This first person for y'all, Aries. I said this first person, like maybe y'all got more than one. All right, let me see what it says. Every time I hear that song, I think about you in our memory. So it's somebody who could be nostalgic over you guys, or somebody who just identified you guys with a certain experience. So let's see. Let me see. What's up there, Misi? What's up? Eat your words. Let me see. Fortuna. Let me see. What else we talking about? So who? What's on their mind? Trap King. And nobody can do it like you. You're the plug. So this may be somebody. Somebody else. Maybe somebody who's in the streets, possibly. If not, this, some of y'all, sometimes when I say that Trap King, I always think of it as somebody who wants to trap you. So it could be somebody who wants to trap y'all. Feels like nobody else can do it like y'all do. Could be a Libra, Leo. It's an aesthetically pleasing or attractive person. Could be outgoing, very social, really easygoing. So some of y'all is maybe somebody you guys are having a casual connection with, or you will have one with them. All right, yeah, I got. Could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio, could be a Capricorn, could be an Aquarius. It's a disciplined person, very aggressive, very assertive. All right, so it's somebody who wants to pursue you guys, or wants to be like maybe, I don't know, a lot more like direct with the Mars energy. They want to be a lot more assertive with you guys, or a lot more aggressive with you guys. That's the vibe I'm getting here. So it's maybe somebody who feels like a karmic lover is driving them insane. So maybe a past person or past connection that they had is maybe like stressing them out or worrying them or bothering them a lot. So it's maybe somebody who has like strict boundaries or stiff, like, you don't know, like they're very like strict. Seems like sometimes with the Saturn, it could be very like, I don't know, like this, like it can only go this way or it can only be that way, or very particular at times. You know what I mean? That Saturn could be difficult at times. You know what I mean? So this may be somebody who you guys may have a difficult connection with if it's a person you already know. If it's a newer person, it's somebody who seems to have a structured routine, a structured way of living. They're very ambitious, outgoing, driven, motivated. They don't need anybody else to tell them what to do. So they could be, some of y'all, they could be entrepreneurial, or like I said, they could be a trapper, or they could just be like, you know, somebody who wants to do what they want to do when they want to do it. What's up there, Angie? All right, let me see. So some of y'all may hear from this person on a Saturday, or others of y'all may hear from them on like a Tuesday. Could be one of those days. All right, they may have went on a girls or guys trip recently. Anyway, I got 10 of cups and I got 6 of swords. So this could be somebody who you guys may have like the relationship. I think they just want to have the experience more than anything. 9 of cups. Yeah, I got 9 of cups in reverse too. and the Justice. So some of y'all, maybe just because of your reputation, like maybe you guys are popular, maybe you guys are famous, maybe you guys are, I don't know, just known, you know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe known to attract a lot of people, or it sometimes could just be for, like, I don't know, for the validation of it with the Justice and the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Like they may want to have a relationship, like an actual boyfriend girlfriend relationship, but like that's usually short term. So, or they want to have like that boyfriend girlfriend vibe, but it's short term. Because I got the Knight of Cups. It's a romantic person. So whoever it is, they are charming, they're flattering, and they probably like you because you guys are like aesthetically pleasing, or like at least fit the idea of like the partners that they want. So you may look like an ideal partner to them. You know what I mean? So they like affection. Whoever this is, somebody who likes affection. They could be really nasty too at times, or very lewd sometimes. You know what I mean? They have like limitations. Let me say that because of the Saturn, they have limitations to like what they will and won't do. Because the devil is here, so the devil is going to be like a freaky, nasty person. But like they have like their limitations to like when they with the Knight of Cups. I get it. So this could be like somebody who like sometiming with like sexual, maybe some of y'all sexual favors, or sometimes sometiming with like their sexual energy. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes they restrict it. So this makes some of y'all is maybe somebody who hasn't had sex in a while. That might be part of like what it is. Maybe somebody who hasn't had sex in a while, or hasn't had any like good sex. Let's say that too. That could be possible too. They may not have had any good sex. They are in the public eye, or just like known. They have a good reputation. You know what I mean? So this would be probably equally reciprocated the way you guys both feel about the connection. So, oh yeah, I meant to tell y'all this too, because I was thinking about this in the very beginning, like, because we don't care. These aren't about the people that you wouldn't want to have sex with. These are not about none of those people. We're not even thinking about those people. They're invisible. These are only people that you would even consider having sex with. That's all we're thinking about. Which one of those people want to have sex with you? Who gives a fuck if somebody you don't like want to have sex with you? Who cares? They're invisible. Don't exist. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So you don't have to guess and say, oh, is it one of them? No. Fuck that. Who cares? We're thinking about the ones that we would like to have. That's it. So it's that dynamic, it's that pattern. All right. So some of y'all, they could have recently just left a long-term relationship with this Ten of Cups, Six of Swords. If not, like I said, they just want to kind of like transition your relationship into being something that's like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or something that looks committed, feels committed. All right. So I don't know. It could be into politics for some of y'all. Six of Swords. It's like a missionary warrior, man or woman. Yeah, missionary warrior. That might be the only, that might be the only thing that they know. Yeah, or like 69. So yeah, I don't know. This is somebody who like can pretty much go with whatever. They can kind of deal with whatever. They may be foreign for some of y'all. They'll be down with whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? For the most part, they just kind of like there for the journey with the Six of Swords. They just kind of like be there for it. They just down for the experience. So even if it's just this, even if it goes like this, even if you want to do it this way, they really don't care. I'm not gonna say basic, but they could be kind of basic. Like with the devil, I did say they could be restricted or restrictive. So like they can be nasty, but like at times, not all the time. It's just like when they pick and choose, when they decide to. You're like, oh, okay, all right, I guess so. You know what I mean? There's some timing. You know what I mean? Maybe when they get drunk because of the Knight of Cups and the devil. Maybe when they get drunk, then that's probably when they like let go of those inhibitions. Because Saturn could be like a father figure, even if it's a woman, it could be like a very stern figure where it's like, I don't feel like doing that. I'm not going to do that. That's beneath me. But then like when you get maybe some alcohol, maybe some weed or something, I don't know. Maybe when you hug and kiss on them, because that Knight of Cups could be affectionate. So maybe when you hug and kiss on them, then they feel a certain way. Because that might be somebody who needs that type of like trigger to like feel intimate. They may need that emotional connection. So you may need a hug, kiss. It's maybe a hugger kisser. With the Knight of Cups upright, it's usually a hugger and kisser, like affectionate. So some of y'all are about your age because of the Knight of Cups, but like if they're not your age, then this is somebody who has some type of experience with love. You know what I mean? They've had at least some type of like serious connection, so they know how to bond with partners. So that's why it should be probably most likely for y'all. It'd be a pleasurable experience. I would feel like it. You know what I mean? Because we got Six Swords twice in two different decks, so I would feel like it'd probably be a pleasurable experience. Some of y'all, maybe somebody you guys were like stalling on, or had been a while since you guys like replied or heard from this person or communicated with this person. Maybe conversation slowed down at some point. You guys may have used to talk at some point with the Six of Swords. You know what I mean? And I could say if it's a past person, you guys used to have like a longer relationship. You know what I mean? But it makes some of y'all maybe like one-sided, because we got Nine Cups in reverse. But anyway, this is somebody who like feels blessed to have would feel blessed to have the experience with y'all. So they'd be looking at it as like, you know, a pleasurable moment between y'all. Um, what is that? The Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups. So it's the Nine of Cups. Yeah, again, Nine of Cups came out twice. All right. So this is somebody who you guys may figure to be a wish fulfillment or would like be satisfied to have the connection with them. It just may not be exactly the way you would want it. I would say that though. Only because the Nine of Cups is in reverse in the other way, and the Ten of Cups, like it may not be like a committed relationship, but like it'll feel like it. So that might be why you guys might not like it. And then, like I said, this will probably be somebody who will want to show you guys off because the Knight of Cups can be like that, like a showy person, touchy feely. So they may want to show you guys off. Really, I would say they're really well dressed, or like they know how to present themselves. Really nice is what I'm trying to say. So whoever it is knows how to dress themselves for the occasion or for the moment, knows how to appeal to your senses. This could be like they smell good, maybe like they have they wear the clothes right, they wear their clothes just right. So you'll like that about them. Usually with the Knight of Cups, it's a fair skinned person, but they don't have to be fair skinned. They could just be have gentler aesthetics, a softer face, softer clothes, softer fabrics. Like I always think of like let's say sweats, nightgowns, muumuus, I don't know, shorts, tights, something like that. Sometimes it can be body suits, something, or like skirts or dresses that kind of like form fitting. They're like into their appearance. Whoever says could be slightly vain, but like not really. They know they're appealing. They know they're attractive, so they use that to their advantage at times. So this maybe somebody's going to push it like that, like maybe become a little bit more assertive, a little bit more like charming around you, a little bit more flirtatious, pleasant to be around. You know what I mean? They kind of want to like make the vibes around you really comfortable. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they may invite y'all to do something together. They may be on a trip or just to do something. They may just start holding conversation with the Six of Swords. That might be the next action because the Knight of Cups is usually a proposal, but with the Six of Swords, is usually a conversation that kind of flows, and especially with the Temperance energy. You guys to get into like the balance of like being maybe y'all are around each other in the same area, but usually Temperance could be like they're foreign. So I don't know. Sometimes I was thinking like they may have came off the boat, so they may even have like an accent in some way, or they may have freshly came from some other country, so they may have an accent in some way. You know what I mean? Or they came from like another city, state, town, whatever. There may be an accent, is what I'm saying. Because the Six of Swords, the way if it's not like a different city, town, state, or whatever, it's just the like something about them, their characteristics, their behaviors come off as maybe like foreign in a way. Where like I maybe never dealt with this type of person before, or like a person who's maybe lived their life in the way that they lived it. You know what I mean? Like you ever date military kids before, or you ever date orphan people who were orphaned before, or people who were I don't know, maybe homeless before. Just giving examples. They don't have to be quite like that. I'm just saying like people who have different walks of life. They have like a different experience when it comes to love. So you're learning that. You're learning that with this person too. All right. It may be a little bit difficult at first, I guess, for you guys to kind of like come together. That might be the problem. It might be a difficulty for y'all to come together, whether it be in like your confidence, like maybe your confidence sucks, maybe their confidence sucks. You know what I mean? Something here kind of like sucks with like moving the connection forward. It could just be that they came out of another relationship, but if that's not it, it could just be maybe their views around connections and emotional attachments or emotional connections in general, like what a relationship looks like. Y'all may have two differing visions or two differing like agendas when it comes to this connection. They may want maybe like more of like a trophy partner, or like a I don't know, like a pleasant picture that looks good to everybody else in terms of relationships, or like, I don't know, or you may want that, it may be like that little issue with y'all. You know what I mean? But for the most part, things sexual should definitely be good. Like I said, some of y'all, this may be somebody who tries to trap y'all though, because I do got Trap King here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just keep that in mind. All right, could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio, could be a Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sag, Libra, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, yeah. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio. Okay. That was almost all the signs. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't really all the fire signs. I didn't really see any of them except for Sag and Aries. Okay, we got 61 in the chat. All right. So anyway, let's see. Boom. We over here on Taurus. 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 Who's trying to fuck you? Who is it? Who is it? Straight to the point. Let's see. So first we're gonna see what's on their mind. All right, it says I keep tabs on you through your social media. All right, so somebody keeps tabs on you through social media. And then who else? I'm not letting wait, that's too much. I'm about to take it out. There's a lot of cards. All right, here we go. It says you're a gem. And it says, I love the way you smell. So there's somebody who's gotten close enough to be able to smell you or has been in close proximity of you. So it can't just be online. So they may watch you online, but they've probably been around you as well then. And somebody, so every time I see this, you're a gem, I always think gem. But it don't have to be gem. Sometimes it could be somebody who's kind of a flamboyant dresser too. Like it makes me think of person wears like jewelry or like adorns themselves with like different like they accessorize really well. So there's maybe somebody who always has like extra accessories or some shit like that. They may be very well prepared in some way. But somebody who has social media. So now if you don't have social media, then this would be like somebody who keeps up with like your social group. You know what I mean? So if there's a few, so you know what I mean? They keep up with your social group. I would say that much. You know what I mean? So like you may have old friends that y'all knew together or some shit like that, and they still keep up with them. So that'd be a way of keeping tabs of you. You know what I mean? Maybe you used to work with ex-coworkers who may still see you around and may have had conversations with you from time to time. It's that type of vibe. So it could be a Gemini, it could be a Libra, Virgo, Leo. All right. All right. And I said Libra, Leo, Gemini, Virgo. All right. So anyway. So if somebody's a social, if somebody wants to talk with you guys. Some of y'all, maybe somebody wants to make amends with y'all. Third house is here, so they could live in y'all neighborhood or live around y'all. But it's usually meaning that we're like, we have like similar friends, similar interests. You know what I mean? It's Gemini energy. So we usually socialize or have talk at some point. So there's somebody who has like a pleasant way of communicating too. All right. Like you may also like to hear from this person or talk to this person. So there's maybe somebody who, when you talk to them, they keep you upbeat, or you would be upbeat if it's a newer person. They're gonna be generous too, and they allow you to speak a lot. So like, this would be somebody who always want to hear your thoughts or what you think about stuff. So you guys can hold good conversation, just kind of talk. You know what I mean? They're curious about shit. You know what I mean? And so there's maybe somebody who also has answers for shit, or if they don't have answers, they just make it sound really good. So I kind of get them to be like a good communicator in that light, where like maybe what they saying is some bullshit, but like it sounds good. So you know, and they look attractive with the Leo and the Libra energy. They're going to be attractive. They may have a decent, like the way they take care of their hair and the way they like dress. You're going to like the way that they dress. You know what I mean? It could be kind of like conservative, but also kind of flashy, or just like catches your attention very well. You know what I mean? So sometimes with the Libra energy, they could be slimmer, but they don't have to be slimmer. You know what I mean? They're just really magnetic. So they're just, maybe they're used to getting a lot of attention, or they're used to like dressing in a way that catches a lot of attention, or speaking in a way that gets a lot of attention. So it could just maybe be bold, it could be funny, it could be charming, it could be very flirtatious or very like flattering. All right. So, damn, we got King. This is a lot. We ain't about to take all those. But so far we got King of Cups. So King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Sun, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords. All right. So some of y'all, this may have been somebody who either used to ignore you or somebody who you used to ignore. One or two, because we got the Eight of Swords here, but we got in reverse now. So that's now somebody who's like open-minded now, or is starting to see this situation from a different perspective now. So, okay, so this is the thing about this person. With this person, y'all could probably have sex a bunch of different ways too. They're probably adventurous when it comes to sex. Like they seem to have a lot of like energy with sex. So you could probably fold, or if you're a woman, this would be somebody who will fold you up in a bunch of different angles, a bunch of different ways. And if you're a man, that she wants to be folded up in different ways. She kind of like, as a woman don't really seem to be doing too much. And so if this is a woman, she's probably really used to like her partners doing the most of the work. You know what I mean? But anyway, I guess we just talk about how this person's gonna try to like do this with y'all. Most likely, this is going to be somebody's going to try to be generous. So they're going to probably try to show you a whole lot of attention, be flattering, be very flirtatious, always try to communicate with you. Probably messages, texts, calls, emails. They're going to try to communicate with you regularly. I got the Eight of Pentacles here, which means they're going to try to build some type of routine with y'all. All right, but I got the Sun here too, so that means that they're not really going to try to like outshine or do too much to like, I don't know. They don't want to show all their characteristics. So like this would be somebody who tries to suppress how happy they really are that you guys are interacting or that you're talking to them. Now this would be also somebody who will also try to suppress how happy they are that you guys are having sex. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Or this would be somebody who you'll try to suppress how happy you are that you know what I mean, that you guys are about to have sex or would have this. This is somebody who's afraid to initiate though. With the Eight of Swords, they probably just talk in circles. Whenever you guys do talk with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, it doesn't really go anywhere. That's really a Nine of Swords. It's because this person is nervous. So whoever it says it's somebody who either makes you nervous or they get nervous around you. All right, because I also got the King of Pentacles in reverse too. So it could be a Taurus versus Capricorn. Some of y'all, they are generous. That's that King of Pentacles here. So they are a generous person. You know what I mean? They do give, you know what I'm saying? They do like, they will buy stuff. This may be sometimes somebody who will like overspend, you know what I mean? Like to try to impress you, especially with the Leo energy. This is somebody who wants to impress you, wants to gain your approval. They want you to like them. You know what I mean? They're attractive, but they want to, this is somebody who probably doesn't know if you like them. That's probably what it is. With the Eight of Swords, they may be trying to fill you out too. With the Eight of Swords, like just talking. They talk about nothing, but just talk in circles. That's how you're going to know. You're like, damn, you just talking to talk. Is that all you want to do? Just talk to talk? Sometimes, I think most of the time what they do, they talk is just to try to keep connection. Just to try to keep you, you know what I mean? Just to try to keep, maybe some of y'all keep y'all comfortable. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all in there, they're waiting to like initiate. You know what I mean? So there's someone who maybe, I don't know, some of y'all, they may lack the confidence to like initiate with you in the way that they want to, but it's a confident person because we got King of Wands. So it's a confident person or a King of Cups. So usually kings are confident, but usually when they're in reverse, the King of Pentacles could be like, maybe they're like, I don't know. Sometimes it could be like they may feel like they have to invest too much into the relationship or more than what they're ready to invest, especially with the King of Pentacles, because they don't be wanting to invest if they don't know where it's going to lead to. So this may be somebody who like, usually if they try to invest in a relationship, it's because they think they're going to get a return right back. So whoever it is, if they're taking you guys out on a date or some shit like that, or because that night that King of Cups could be like they try to be like a romancer. So they maybe take you out on an experience, take you on a date, take you to the movies, which is a date, take you fucking to the park, buy you some food, bring you some food, cook food for you, something like that, where it's like, you know, I'm showing that I'm putting some effort because the Eight of Pentacles, like I'm showing that I'm putting some effort. I'm showing that I'm like showing up, that I'm reliable. So like they're going to try to build a routine. Like I said, most of y'all for talking, communicating, staying in contact. You know what I mean? If you guys go on dates, then they'll be generous. They'll really show you off. They want to show you off. This is because the Leo energy is like a person who's a show off, but also somebody who wants to gain the approval of others. And for them, you're somebody who could be considered to be a perfect catch. You know what I mean? With the King of Wands, they only pursue people who they feel to be like upper echelon or like higher quality. You know what I mean? Like hard to catch people. So, wait, this is the King of Cups. King of Cups is just somebody who they feel emotionally invested in. So some of y'all is maybe somebody who already like when they seen you, it could have been love at first sight. That's possible. You know what I mean? Like when they seen you, they probably thought you was like, oh damn, she's cute, he's cute. I like them. You know what I mean? They already have emotions and feelings or care, like genuine care and concern for you. So they want to build that up. Some of y'all, they want to build that up so that they can just express how they really feel to y'all. If it's somebody who's been around you for a while, especially with the Eight of Pentacles, this could be somebody you guys have worked with, neighbor, co-worker, somebody like that, where like now they're starting to see you in the light where like it's kind of bittersweet, because like maybe I didn't say nothing in the past. And with the Eight of Swords, they can overthink about like what to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe I kind of missed out saying what I need to say. Because Nine of Swords is here with the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords. It's an overthinker. So whoever says gets nervous or worried about how things would turn out if they were to express this portion of themselves or express this part about themselves to you. All right. But mostly this is like, I don't know if you guys like getting hit from the side, if you're a woman, or you like doing it from the side. This would be somebody like that. You can do all different types. Y'all could do different types of angles with this person. Like they most of it, they'll look like doggy style. I'm really being honest. So y'all must have like a nice ass, or they'd be like, or you're into ass if you're a man, or into doggy style, or hitting it from the back or from the side. It gives like a side. Like this is like a side. They got a little bit of missionary here with this person, but like that may not be long. Y'all may not do missionary long, because I kind of feel like this may happen for a lot of y'all because it's building up with the Eight of Pentacles. It's building up, which means that eventually you're seeing the results from your progress. So it's maybe somebody, oh, that may be what it is. Somebody seeing that. Somebody may be seeing your results or seeing your progress or something like that. Because the Eight of Pentacles is like maybe, or maybe you guys are just growing closer. through like the amount of time and energy that you guys put into the relationship. So it's one of those two. Like if you talk often, then that's building up the intimacy. But that's why this person talks a lot. They just don't like that. They don't want to make it known or evident, like obvious with the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Sun. They don't want to make it obvious that like how happy you make them or maybe how attracted they are to you. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it could have been love at first sight for this person. So, and I don't get past vibes, but like maybe, but I don't really get past vibes. But it could be if that be the case for y'all. If you're still talking to past people, but I really kind of feel like newer people. You know what I mean? Who are seeing you as a gem now. So could be a Leo, could be a Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo. I said Virgo? Yeah, I did. Okay. Cool. All right, all right. All right, all right. You gonna learn today. All right, so we're on Gemini. Let me get a quick shuffle. Quick shuffle. What y'all doing tonight? Y'all ain't going nowhere tonight? I got my little one tonight. She was saying I could still go out anyway. But I ain't finna leave her here at night. You sure not? Her mom did. I mean, let me not say that. Damn, I'm telling her business. That was a snitch. That was a snitch move. Her mom do. My bad. Her mom is closer to those places. Let me say that. She lives closer to those places, so it's a lot safer when she does it. That's all. Oh, you're watching football? Who playing? Oh, college football, though. I don't watch college football. Unless it's like my local teams. All right, so Gemini. Gemini, who's trying to fuck you? Who? Friends with benefits. So it's somebody who you guys could be friends with benefits or somebody who wants that with y'all. I love the way you smell. Damn. And what else? So somebody who loves the way you smell. Trap King. And you're a little bit crazy, but I love you. Oh, you're a little bit crazy, but I love it. Okay. So maybe somebody who feels like you guys are a little bit out there. I was about to say out of their league, maybe. Mm-hmm. All right. Trap King does. You know what I mean? Could be trapping, as usual, or this could just be somebody who's trying to keep you guys around, trying to keep you guys stuck on them, or they may be stuck on you. It could be that too, because it says you're a little bit crazy, but I love it. So they really love the way you do whatever you do. Now, if you've never been with this person, there's somebody who still wants friends with benefits. They probably just like the way you smell anyway. Now, some of y'all maybe somebody you guys are committed to, because we got Juno. If not, this may be somebody who's in a commitment. All right, because I do got Pluto here. So some of y'all, somebody wants to renew the connection, and then others of y'all is going to be probably somebody who's in a connection. Because it could be a little taboo. I got 12th house here. 11th house. All right, so this may be somebody who works in an organization, large corporation, large company. Maybe has a very large social network. Sometimes it could be somebody who has a large following. So that could be that. They're good at networking, whoever this person is. It may also, I don't know, some of y'all maybe like maybe like a unusual relationship to y'all, a non-traditional relationship. So maybe you guys both could be in relationships. Maybe they could be in a relationship. Maybe you could be in a relationship. Or maybe neither one of y'all in a relationship, and it's just like a renewal of a relationship. So it's a bunch of different dynamics there. So I don't really know. But anyway, this is going to be somebody who's going to be intense, and it's going to be hard for you guys to let go of them. So even if you're dealing with this person, it's somebody who you guys are going to have a hard time getting out of your life, if that's the case. You know what I mean? So it could be a Scorpio, could be an Aquarius. All right. If somebody's going to try to invite you guys to do something in like a social, maybe like they're going to try to get you guys to do some type of like social event with them or do some type of, I don't know, some type of something with them. They're going to want you to do something with them. All right, I'm about to say a group activity. So something that like includes you to do something with them, to spend time with them. So this is somebody who wants to commit. You right? You like that, Ruby? You like that? There's somebody who's going to want you guys to commit. I got 5 of Pentacles. So some of y'all is maybe like a neighbor. This could be a taboo connection. Sometimes with that third house, I said non-traditional, but it could be taboo. I got the Emperor here. So some of y'all is maybe somebody who's like already married or already connected to somebody or already in a long-term relationship. So that might be the taboo part. All right. And I kind of get that because like they having sex under the table. And to me, that kind of gives like a sneaky vibe. You know what I'm saying? So like this may be somebody who's like, maybe some of y'all, they may be like older, like an older man, older woman. And if they're not old, like if it's not older, but I got like the Knight of Wands. So if it's an older man or older woman, they real freaky. You know what I'm saying? They like real freaky. This somebody who be like getting it in. They still got a large sex drive. If it's an older woman or older man. What's up there, Cody? If it's an older man or older woman, they got a large sex drive. They can still like sling that thing. You know what I mean? They still got like stamina. All right. Some of y'all they may be like distance in a way too with the Knight of Wands. They may have to travel to y'all to make this happen. This could be somebody who feels like this would be impossible because we got the star in reverse. So it's maybe somebody who feels like it would be impossible for this to really happen between y'all. You know what I mean? But they're optimistic about it still. So like they're keeping out hope that it could happen. They want to connect with y'all. So some of y'all may connect online with the 11th house because it gives me like an Aquarian, internet. But if not, you guys may connect through, like I said, a social event, a large group gathering, maybe a friend group. Some of y'all could be like a friend. Maybe you connect with them through a friendship that you had that maybe ended, or a connection that you were once in that ended. Like if you're not in a partnership, then it could be like a connection that you had that once ended. You may connect with them through that. You know what I mean? Or you may know them through that. Like some of y'all may start off as friends because of the 11th house and the Pluto. It may start off as friends or start off as just networking, social. You know what I mean? Like, here, high and by, and then it like develops. Because anytime Pluto comes in, it develops into something deeper or something more intense than what it was in the first place. So this would be somebody who you guys have a connection that if you guys like engage with this person sexually, that it'll lead to like something that evolves more than what it was in the initial stages, is what I'm saying. All right. Some of y'all, they could be an aspiring star or like trying to be in the limelight in that way. Like it's somebody who like focuses on their physical body. So some of y'all, they may have lost a lot of weight, or they like focus on like their physical body. They may feel uncomfortable in their body. So there's maybe some of y'all maybe like somebody who mirrors that in you. Like if you have an insecurity in your body and you don't feel comfortable in it at times, let's say being naked or like uncomfortable, like I don't know, maybe how you look during the sexual act, then this would be somebody who like feels that way too. Like they may not feel the most comfortable during the act. You know what I mean? Not saying y'all won't enjoy it, but I kind of feel like they may worry like, how do you see my body? You know what I mean? You may wonder, how do they see my body? You know what I mean? Because sometimes with that friend energy or with that like Aquarius energy, sometimes it's like they're not your usual type, or you like maybe not their usual type. So you may kind of wonder like, how do they feel about me? So that could be the only thing that really kind of mess it up. You know what I mean? But like for the most part, I find this person. I figure this person finds you to be most attractive with the Knight of Wands. You know what I mean? And we got the Magician here, but in this one's called the Missionary. So again, this is probably somebody who's like a missionary warrior. But they be like having like if you're a woman, this would be somebody who like fold your knees up by your ears. You know what I'm saying? You like that? Put your knees up by your ears. Put your toes up by your wig. Blow your wig off. It's something like that. You know what I'm saying? They may not put it up that far. I don't know. You may not be that flexible. You might hurt your knees or hurt your hip. I don't know. You know what I mean? If you're not that flexible, then you're not that flexible. But if it's a woman, she may be that flexible. I don't know. I kind of get this vibe. Like this would be somebody who like try to be deep in it. Like this is an old head or older woman. They know what they like. Whoever it is know what they like. You know what I mean? So like they ain't really gonna play a bunch of games. If I'm really being honest, they already know what to do to like get their shit off, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I'm getting to. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Yep. So this is somebody who's also very clingy too. They don't really know how to like. I don't know. It's maybe somebody who's more of a giver. Doesn't really know how to receive. So this may be somebody who like again, like just let you dominate, let you take charge, let you do what you want to do when you want to do it. Or this would be somebody who you allow to do that. You know what I mean? So it depends on what side of the spectrum you're on. But it'd be somebody who either like I'm not gonna say that they're bland, but it's like a very intense like sexual experience though. So like this is actually pretty good. You're like, damn, this is actually pretty good. I wouldn't have expected to enjoy this. You know what I mean? So like if this is an older man, you wouldn't expect it to pop up the hat at. You know what I'm saying? If it's an older woman, damn mom, what you doing with this? Even if she's not a mom, and even if he's not a pop-up, you get what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't expected them to be able to do this or move like this. So most of what they're gonna just try to do is try to invite y'all to do stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe be a little bit more friendly, try to network with you. Maybe they use business or casual acquaintances between y'all. They'll use interactions to try to deepen, like social interactions between y'all, to try to deepen the connection between y'all. With the Five of Pentacles, it means they're gonna try to get closer to you through being friends, maybe through being a resource, maybe through like providing you sanctuary at some point. Sometimes it could just be like they just be in your space, in your area, like be in your, I don't know, maybe they come to your house, maybe they visit. You know what I mean? Like you meet them through other people is what I'm saying. So you're gonna meet them through other people. even if they're in another relationship, you're going to meet them through other people. You know what I mean? And it'll be an intense connection instantly, like an intense draw. Like you guys would be like maybe just friends, but like over time it develops because you guys get to know each other on a deeper level, and you guys actually become very tolerant of each other, and you know how much they tolerate you and your way of doing stuff. So that like really kind of like seals it, where you're like, oh, I can be myself around this person. You know what I mean? And then they're able to. They're probably a pretty good talker. They're charming. They're charismatic because of the Knight of Wands. They're charming, charismatic. They're outgoing. They're bold. And with the Magician, they wait for the right moment. So there's some of y'all, this may be a friend that like you guys kind of have like a little like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I kind of feel her, him, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of feel like they're off limits. Like maybe we shouldn't, but like at the same time, I kind of want to because there's like sometimes it can be just kind of curious. It may even just be kind of curious because the Five of Pentacles, like we've been so close to each other for like, you know what I mean? And maybe just for the experience because the star is like once in a blue moon. So some of y'all, this may be like a once in a lifetime opportunity that happens between y'all, or a once in a blue moon opportunity that just happens. You know what I mean? With the Knight of Wands, it just happens with like passion, with an inspiration. You guys are following primal urges during this moment. So it just kind of happens. Could just happen through conversation with the Magician. You know what I mean? Like you guys could just be, like I said, doing something together, you know what I mean? Doing what you normally do, but this person maybe created the right atmosphere that day. And it just works. It just works. Because that's why I get the vibe of them trying to create, either some of y'all that are trying to create an opportunity to come see you with the Magician and the Knight of Wands, and then others of y'all that are trying to create the opportunity to kind of like inspire you to want to like explore this direction with the relationship. You know what I mean? So they may talk it up a little bit more, come up with like ways to like creative ways or clever ways to like bring it into conversations between y'all because they kind of already feel that something's there between y'all, so they may kind of just like get bold and maybe mention it or kind of like put the idea out there. Like I kind of get that vibe with the Magician, like kind of just talk about it, maybe talk about their sexual experiences or talk about something that they've done before, you know what I mean? Or just they're just kind of like, it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say insinuating, but they're gonna create an opportunity to like either see each other or to like run across you, or they're gonna present an opportunity to like, I don't know, just like see where it can go. They're going to try to talk it up to being what it could be. That's how you're going to know. You're just going to know they're going to try to talk it up and invite you to do stuff. So whether it be like invite you to travel, whether it be invite you to do business like endeavors with them, whether it be to come to my fucking family reunion, who knows? It doesn't matter. They're going to want to go places with you, or they're going to want to travel towards you or come see you. Like this is somebody who wants to be like bold with you. So they're going to want to take action a lot. You're just going to feel that need to do the same thing. So I was thinking like a browner skin person here too, you know, but they don't have to be. But I was just thinking like browner, tanner, like an olive toner skin, but they could be dark skin too. So I don't know. So I got Aquarius, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, and Cancer. All right. So it'd be somebody who would try to meet your intimacy needs too, though. So this would be somebody who like cares. They care more than they should care about you. That's what I really mean. So like if they're in a relationship, this would be somebody who cares about you way more than they should care about you. That's why it may transform, you know what I mean? And it like kind of goes, because like maybe you feel that intensity. Like you know that it's not just sex. You know what I mean? Like you know this person has real care and concern for you. But maybe, I don't know, sometimes it could be like they're off limits or something about it could be a little taboo or something. All right. I forgot the other dynamics that was going on there, but you know, it's there. All right. So Cancer, read. Let's see. Cancer, y'all low key do be some freaks though. Can we talk about that for a second? Low key, y'all be quiet, shy freaks. All right. So Cancer, we're gonna see. Hold on, let me get some messages real quick. Let's see what's on their thoughts real quick. Oh yeah, Trace. I forgot Trace a Cancer. Oh, and you too, Kimmy. I forgot. And not okay. Cancer rising. Me too, though. Me too. All right, so let me see what's on their thoughts. I'm not letting you go. So I mean, even if it's not a past person, this would be somebody who's clingy, who like after this happened or if it happened, they're not gonna want to let you go. But most likely it's a past person because it says I played myself thinking the grass was green with her. I'm not letting you go. And then every time I hear that song, I think about you in our memory. So it's somebody, probably most likely a past person, and it says I'd be asking about you. So most likely it's a past person or somebody you guys have probably already had the experience with prior to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could flip it in a way and say like this was somebody who like maybe you guys had a choice or they had a choice. Let's say they had a partner already, or they had somebody who they were dealing with at one time, and maybe there was a choice about you and them, and maybe they took the person who they were already dealing with. Then that could be that. And this could be somebody who feel like, oh, I made a wrong choice choosing them. But anyway, this is somebody who'd be asking about y'all. All right, so it could be a Sag, could be an Aquarius. Some of y'all are foreign, or they're just like totally different than y'all. Right? They have a different belief than y'all. So somebody's gonna be a big deal to y'all with the ninth house. You guys may have a meaningful connection, or did have a meaningful connection. So it could be long distance with the ninth house. All right, could be a Leo, could be Aquarius, could be a Capricorn, could be a Pisces. So this could be somebody you guys feel love at first sight, or will feel like it's love at first sight. 12th house being here, you guys may have like a restricting pattern with each other where you guys keep going in the same direction or keep like doing the same shit sometimes. So this could be somebody who you guys have like beginnings and endings, keep doing the same pattern all over again. But like don't know why you keep staying in the pattern, because with 12th house, it could be a partner that you like you stay with or you deal with, but like you don't know why you sacrifice. They don't know why they sacrifice. Some days you guys are like hot and cold. One day you're really into it. The next day you're not really into it. So it could be that romantic dynamic that y'all may be having. Because some of y'all do seem like a past person who feels like they played themselves. You know what I mean? So would you say? You said, yep, same old sexy loop. Yep. Could be that. It could be the same. You know what I mean, somehow you guys keep going over the same pattern. But listen, if it was a newer person that like just didn't choose you, sometimes you may not even know that this person didn't choose you. Like for instance, say you could just be talking, texting to somebody, and then they kind of fall off. Like you know how you just like text a little bit. I always think like social media, but it could be in person. Like maybe you meet somebody at the gym or you meet somebody at work. You guys get each other's numbers, exchange it for a little bit, chat a little bit, but then you kind of fall off. You know what I mean? Because maybe your ex came back, or maybe like your old boo, or whoever you was dealing with came back. Sometimes it could be like that. But this is somebody who's been like orbiting around y'all anyway with the 12th house. They've been around for a while anyway. With the sun, they're attractive, and they have I would say lighter, or they have gentler features, softer features, but like bold. Like so they have softer features, but like their body, like so let's say their cheekbones, or maybe like their forehead or their ears, they have like a prominent facial features that you can see. So like they have strong maybe bone structure maybe. You know what I mean? So it could be a Leo, it could be a Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo. All right. So anyway, very responsible, structured person. Somebody has a lot of energy, very focused, probably very ambitious with the Sun and the Saturn. Usually, it's a very like authoritative type of person though. So it's somebody who has a lot of respect, or somebody who you guys would be like proud to have this experience with the Sun. You guys would be proud to have it, or this would be somebody who would be proud to have y'all. Maybe you guys both do this thing where y'all be like proud to have each other. You know what I mean? But usually with the 12th house, it's like a hot cold. Some days you love me, some days I don't. You know what I mean? So I was getting that vibe. Um, there may be an obstacle. I did say that with the ninth house. Sometimes the ninth house could also be about distance, or it could just be about like philosophies, our ways of living in the world are different. 12th house means that you guys both have like very similar limiting beliefs to like the relationship. So the difficulty with the Saturn could just be about like your values sometimes, or your traditions, or like not wanting to not wanting to compromise, or not wanting to grow, or not wanting to change, evolve in some way. So some of y'all could be that. Anyway, somebody who has a lot of self-discipline and a lot of patience. I got 8 of Wands. They may have an accent or a certain way of talking that you may like. All right, 2 of Swords. So this is somebody who's gonna stop ignoring you guys. They're gonna if you guys are like not talking, then they're gonna talk to you guys. They're gonna reach out, call you guys. Some of y'all are gonna try to travel towards you guys with the 8 of Wands. I got King of Cups. They're gonna start expressing themselves a lot more. I got 4 of Wands too. It's definitely gonna most likely most of y'all is gonna be somebody you guys probably had an experience with. If you didn't already have sex with this person before, then this is gonna be somebody who's probably trying to talk themselves into that with the 8 of Wands and the Page of Swords and the King of Cups. They're going to try to build an emotional connection with y'all. We got the 4 of Wands here too with the Death, which means they're going to try to connect with y'all, maybe on like deeper issues, deeper, I don't know, just tell y'all deeper stories. 12th house means that somebody's going to try to connect with y'all on a more emotional level, try to enmesh themselves within you guys, or try to enmesh their like your lives together, or maybe enmesh whatever y'all have going on, some type of similar interest together. You know what I mean? So they may start like I was gonna say maybe they start taking on some of the stuff that like a hassle for you. So let's say that you have a problem. I don't know. Sometimes it's like your bills. It don't have to be bills, but I'm just giving an example. They may take on a hassle or take on something that like it's hard for you to deal with. Some of y'all, they may be like showing up as somebody who like shows up after the end of the connection. They try to show up and like heal your heart, love you, you know what I mean, nurture you, try to be generous, try to show up like a father figure, even as a woman, try to show up as like a savior in a way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for you. I'm gonna be patient with you. I'll nurture you all the way through. Like, this would be like somebody who finds pride in doing that. So this is somebody who like already kind of knows where you're trying to be or who you want to be, or like, you know what I mean, and they kind of like nurture that, cater to that. So I don't know why it's like a big thing, but I guess you guys want somebody who like seems like they're going to be there for you and not just like having sex. So that might be what it is. Because somebody's not going to let you go. It's going to be an issue with this person letting you go. Because that 12th house is like, we do end, but then we start back up again. So what the fuck? You know what I mean? So like that might fuck y'all up. Where it's like we're ending, but then we keep doing this again. We're right back again. Why are we back again? Why are we doing this again? You know what I mean? So I don't know. You may question your own integrity with this person. I think that might be it too with the 12th house and the Saturn energy, because Saturn can be about integrity and 12th house can be about questioning the way that you've always done stuff, looking at yourself, wondering why, ruminating a lot. So you may ruminate a lot. This person may ruminate a lot. I think that might be why they're going to reach out, because they got 8 of swords and a death. So some of y'all, they haven't made a quiet decision to move on, to try anything new. So this may be somebody who struggles with like letting new people into their life. So that might be, and maybe y'all, that's probably why. The 12th house, that's probably why. Y'all probably like reflect that back to each other, where you guys have issues letting go of old people, or have issues letting go of like old situations, especially like situations that were intense, or situations that were like traumatic, or situations that were very I don't know, just in depth, that maybe you guys are connected on. Like, say if you lived with a partner at one time, it may be hard for you to move on after you got used to having a partner living in the house with you. You know what I mean? Let's say that you guys, I don't know, had kids at one time. Then it may be hard letting go of this person because we're used to like having a certain life, or you just had some type of experiences that y'all were used to. Can I get this person to be kind of nostalgic? Because it says every time I hear that song, I think about you and our memories. So this is somebody who's nostalgic. They always think about y'all. You know what I mean? They think about whatever y'all may have had, memories, experiences, and that's probably why the 12th house, they keep coming back around. Because like, you know, they just get that little thought about you, like, damn, I remember what Tracy used to do. I remember what Kimmy used to do. I remember that one time we was at the park and she brought pickle sandwiches with the salt. You know what I mean? It was like, oh snap, I gotta reach out. So that's why some of y'all, they're gonna reach out. Some of y'all, they may unblock you first. If y'all have been blocked, or you may unblock them. And then I guess once you unblock them, they'll know that you unblocked them, and they'll message you. You know what I mean? Like, this maybe somebody who probably sends you messages anyway, just to check, just to check your temperature. So that might be it. It might be somebody who like checks you, like texts you, call you sometimes, just to kind of keep you like, you know, warmed up, or keep you hyped about them, or keep you interested, try to stay on your mind. This somebody who has a lot of care and concern for y'all though. So some of y'all, they've been watching you guys, are paying attention to y'all. Some of y'all, they're just kind of spying to see if you guys have a relationship. So they may start like asking those type of questions, seeing if you really moved on, seeing if you're dating anybody or taking anybody seriously. And if that's not happening, then they're going to be like trying to express themselves a lot more, or really open up. Because that 12th house is somebody who does want to open up, but like probably is like, sometimes they struggle with seeing things clearly. So there's maybe somebody who already has romanticized the relationship between y'all, or has like demonized the relationship between y'all, where they've seen it in like a bad light or see it in a good light. Either which way, you're still gonna get communication from them, so it don't really matter if they see it in a bad light or in a good light. And they're gonna try to talk their way into it. They're gonna try to talk you guys into like not moving on. They're gonna try to talk you guys into like caring again, or caring more about them with the 4 of Wands and the King of Cups. Yeah, they're gonna try to talk, or to see if you still care. Do you still care about me, Big Mama? Do you still care about me, Big Daddy? That's it. They just want to know. You know what I mean? They just want to know. There's a King of Cups. It's a loving person. It's somebody who likes to love. They love love. They love to hug and kiss. They love to see you happy. They like to see you smile. They like to see you in your best form. So whoever says, some of y'all, because the King of Cups, they could be married, but they could also just be somebody who is like very nurturing. It could be a father. It could be a mother, a parent, a parental figure to others. You know what I mean? They're like usually in a leadership position too. So if they're in a leadership position, there's somebody who's confident, taking charge, or confident, like you know, expressing themselves in the moment. You know what I mean? I guess some of y'all, this may have been somebody who just couldn't have done it in the past because of the Death in Reverse and the 2 of Swords. They couldn't make up their mind about like, you know, whether the connection goes further or deeper, or they just couldn't let you go and let you move on to anybody else. So that's what it says. I'm not letting you go. So yeah, most likely it's somebody who can't let y'all go. far as sex though, we got a death here. Let me look real quick. Hold on, I forgot that. My bad. Let's look at the sex. You say you want to respect her choice to block you, huh? The sex. Ooh, we got the star. The star could be everything you wish it to be. If this is like y'all doing this all over again, it's like, woo, we right back. I'm back. All right. Let me see. It's rejuvenating. We got 5 of Pentacles. So they'll probably stay around for a little while. You may be like their for real, most of y'all, you may be like their best choice because we got 5 into the 6 of Pentacles. You may be a step up from their previous connections, their previous partners. So they may stay around for a while. If not, this is somebody who like may like the way that you like service them, how you guys may take care of them like sexually. With the 6 of Pentacles, it's usually reciprocal. So you guys both probably please each other. You know what I mean? I think it's somebody who's into like, I would say pain, spanking, or into like domination in some way, dominatrix or something like that. Like spanking, I get a vibe of spanking. She got a whip too. And they're not really doing like sexual shit outside of like whipping each other. Outside like the what's it called? They do the missionary. They do a star missionary though. So like your hands be out like this, legs be out like this. So this makes some of y'all maybe somebody can fuck you to sleep or can like has a lot of stamina. Oh yeah, with the sun. Yeah, this maybe somebody has a lot of stamina. So some of y'all, this may happen like in a night, like a late night or like an early morning thing then. I kind of feel that with the stars, usually like a dusk time. You know, maybe a lunch break. I was thinking maybe like a lunch break or like a early morning, late night. Like a late night though, like not like a 10, 11, like a late night. You know what I mean? So or like if it's like late now, let me say like dusk. So it's like 8ish, between like 6:30ish and like 8:30ish, and then like somewhere like between like 2 and 5, 2 and 6. You know what I mean? So maybe they be getting off of work at that time or going into work at a time or something, or like a lunch break. That's what I kind of get a vibe of that too, like a lunch break where the sun's like high up in the sky. I don't know why I was seeing that. All right, but anyway, could be a Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Taurus. Yeah. All right, so that was that. Okay. Was that all signs? No. Nope. Somebody got a lot of energy though. I'm going forward today, y'all. No, nobody eats pickle sandwiches. I just was saying that because I don't know what I was thinking. It just came to my mind. You know what I mean? Because I seen Kimmy eating cauliflower and cheese, and it just made me think like that don't go together. But I heard people say it do go together. I don't know. Maybe because I'm allergic to cauliflower, so I'll be thinking it nothing should go with cauliflower. Burn it, throw it in the trash, ASAP. Get that away from me, like kryptonite. Get that away from me. All right, so Leo, who's trying to fuck you in their next actions? I heard y'all say it good. I heard you say it good. I don't know. I guess it do. I don't know. Get it away from me though. don't even let it touch my skin. All right, let's see. Boop. We got. Let me prove to you that I did change. So it could be somebody from the past. It says let them prove to you that they did change. You're a little bit crazy, but I love it. All right. And I know that I hurt you. I regret what I did. Okay, so it's always the people who knew you at one time and did you wrong. It says I regret doing you wrong. So it's usually those people that always try to like, no, I'm not allergic to pickles. I'm allergic to cauliflower and carrots and cantaloupe. The 3 C's. Cauliflower, cantaloupe, and carrots. Keep them shits away from me. Except for like wild carrots. I've noticed I can eat like the purple ones and the white ones. You know what I mean? I noticed I can eat those. I just can't eat the orange ones for some reason. So it must be something in the keratin or something. I know that carrots have like 2 parts. So I think I can eat the middle part, the real soft fleshy part. I just can't eat the hard part. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Anyway, so somebody who regrets doing you guys wrong. They know that they hurt you. That's kind of whack. But hey, whatever. All right, so who is this person? This could be a Gemini or a very communicative, talkative person. We got South Node, so it's definitely a past person. All right, could be a Gemini. If not, it's somebody who always keeps bringing up past experiences. Yeah, I got Virgo, Gemini. All right, I got Mercury and I got Gemini, so it's a very communicative, very talkative person. Also a Libra, Taurus. So it's somebody who dresses really nice. They know how to dress for the occasion. They're also very pleasant, usually around you. So it's somebody who like tries to keep the harmony or balance and the connection, tries to make you feel loved. They're affectionate. So there's maybe somebody who's a hugger, kisser, or they always try to flatter you a lot. They try to tell you like nice stuff. So they're like, oh, I like your hat, I like your hair, I like your shoes, I like your dress, I like your jeans, I like your shape up. They like that. They say stuff that they see. Oh, I like how you did that. They're like a positive affirmation type of person. All right, very communicative. They like to talk. This is somebody who likes to like to be stimulated through conversation. All right, but that's just a Gemini trait. But whoever is, you don't have to be a Gemini. Just whoever this person is, they like to talk. They may also like to like whenever you guys are around, you guys probably talk about the same shit. Like, you know what I mean? They kind of go back on the same shit, or like they just feel comfortable talking to you. So maybe they just be talking like that. Even if it's a newer person, I really feel like it's a past person though, because it really gets past person vibes. But like if it's a newer person, then this is like a newer person who regrets maybe like not taking the right actions in the past, the last interactions that you guys had. Maybe the conversations came off as platonic. Maybe the conversations came off as misleading, or it's just as them just talking to be talking, but they really had a goal or agenda in mind, and they were really just trying to make you comfortable. All right, so that's the vibe I'm picking up from this person. All right, so who's trying to fuck you? You said I sound like I sound like a toddler. How? What I do? What part of it? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What you mean, Gigi? I'm just curious. All right, so who is it? It's gonna be a Leo. So that's somebody who gets easily bored too. They're never really satisfied either. Sun in reverse though. So that's somebody also who's not gonna try to let you know how happy they are when you're around them. Nine of Pentacles. All right, so there's maybe somebody who makes it seem like they're really happy being single. This most likely is a single person. So they may have prospects and all that stuff, but they may try to keep it. Oh, okay. So they may try to keep it. Hold on real quick. My daughter just texted me. All right. So there's maybe somebody who has like a lot of prospects too. Sometimes with the Three of Wands and the Devil. There's maybe somebody who's really desired. Possibly some of y'all they stay at short distance with the Three of Wands, and the Mercury energy is also short trips, short travel. So some of y'all they may be into like short trips, travel. I always think of like Door Dashers, Uber drivers. I don't know, people who do delivery services, people who maybe the mailman, mailwoman, maybe do Amazon. I don't know. I kind of get a vibe of them like because the Three of Wands is here, so sometimes it could be like somebody who does shipments or like short distance travel. Sometimes they could be an entrepreneur or very like enterprising. So there's some of y'all with the Devil and the Enterprise and the Queen of Pentacles. They could run their own business. Some of y'all could be a little taboo or streetwise, but then others of y'all could just be like maybe they're like in a popular industry or some type of industry where they have like their hand in it and they're able to make some money from it. So that maybe that goes, especially with the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, they're making money. They're self-sufficient. Whoever is a very self-sufficient person. They could be a higher echelon, higher quality, like a higher, let me say high quality, but they could be like a higher achiever, whatever they're doing. I get that vibe with the Nine of Pentacles. They're doing pretty well for themselves at least, or at least that's how you'll view this person. All right, but with the Queen of Pentacles, they're usually very self-sufficient. They can take care of their needs, do what they need to do. But anyway, this person wants to, they're going to start acting like they're more concerned about y'all out of nowhere. And I say out of nowhere, but it's through with the conversations that y'all having, they may kind of just come off as like, they may try to pick up a conversation that y'all had prior. So like, let's say this was somebody that you guys maybe hadn't talked to. Maybe you could be talking to them now. And then you guys just stop talking for maybe a little bit. Like, let's say say for instance, say you talked to somebody yesterday or today, and then tomorrow they don't text you or they don't say nothing. But then the next day they start back up and they just start back up wherever y'all were just at. Or even that same night, but they just stretch it out. You know how you can talk to somebody all day one day, and then the next day they may not hit you up to, let's say 3, 4. You know what I mean? They try to like, this somebody, because it's the Devil here, when the Sun in reverse is somebody who doesn't want to like admit how happy you really make them. You know what I mean? Like, it's somebody who probably lushed you guys. And so they may be like, I don't know. I was about to say they may be questioning, because sometimes with that Gemini energy, any Age of Swords, they could be questioning themselves, like, you know, questioning what they want. You know what I mean? Questioning if you want them. So that's why the conversation with this Mercury and the Gemini energy, it's a lot of conversation because they want to see if you see them as a prospect. Because the Nine of Pentacles is here, so there's maybe somebody who's either viewing you guys as the most eligible bachelor, bachelorette, or like a best catch right now, or this is somebody who you guys would view in that light, where they look very single, they look like very well put together, well dressed. This is a high maintenance person though. So like from the outside looking in, you would imagine that this person is going to probably be difficult to deal with. Because that's what Saturn usually means. Like you probably already had a pattern. I mean, not Saturn. Well, yeah, Saturn does mean difficult. It means complex sometimes, or like just obstacle. Sometimes it could just be like, I don't know, they're just hard. It's just hard sometimes for no reason. So it's maybe somebody who's just like kind of difficult. But we don't have Saturn here. We just had the devil. I was talking about the South Node originally is what I meant to say. But anyway, so with the South Node, it's just like somebody who you probably had like an experience with prior. If it's not a past person, you've had a dynamic like this before with this type of person. You know what I mean? They're a good talker. They're a good communicator. They listen very well. They're very perceptive. This is somebody who probably is looking to see what you're attracted to or like what your interest level is with them. So that's why the conversations that you're going to have with them are like, they may go from like wide arrangements of things. It's maybe somebody who gets turned on by communication. So like whatever you say, they like listening, they like talking, they like chatting, they like gossiping, they like going back and forth. You know what I mean? So that's how it's going to build up. Where this person is, they're going to build it up, but they desire mostly just sex. But they also kind of want to have like a more practical approach to the connection too. So like they really just want sex, but like they want to be able to like gain something from it too, or like bring some type of value to it too. You know what I mean? So like that may be like where like, because it's not a Pentacles. It's somebody who, like I said, with the South Node, sometimes it's like somebody who's like used to like somebody they're used to like having things their way. They're probably used to like being in a comfort zone. Like, you know what I mean? They're probably talented in some type of way. With the Nine of Pentacles, they're probably talented in some way. Like I said, they could be a high achiever. So they may be very good at work, maybe very good at like a creative project, or very good at like, I don't know, art, if they're a musician or if they're an artist or a singer or a writer or whatever. They're like a beast with that. You know what I mean? So they have a lot of knowledge that they share with other people. Not D-Song, not you at fucking 10 o'clock at night talking about Epstein. Are you fucking serious? You just like try to turn everybody off with that. I know you ain't fucking nobody. Sadness. All right, so anyway, so yeah, they're gonna present an opportunity for y'all soon for y'all to like hold more conversation. That's what I'm getting. They're gonna want you guys to hold conversation. You know what I mean? Oh, you got what you got? Oh, you got Capricorn placement? We'll see. All right, I don't know. It has potential to go somewhere though, outside of like sex. If y'all was wondering about that, because like this is somebody who does want to have sex, but like also they like to know that you concerned and care about them and want to have them around and like help them with their problems at time to time. Be a listening ear. You know what I mean? Offer some advice from time to time, or offer some like resources. Like you guys can do that with each other. You know what I mean? So I see that vibe happening here. All right. Yeah, with the devil here though, this means you guys have a good sexual chemistry, or good sexual experience with them. Again, the devil's upright too. So because the devil's upright, this may be somebody you guys that have an issue letting go of, or an issue like ending it. It may be kind of toxic to you. You know what I mean? You may kind of view it as toxic because like it may be hard to leave this person alone. You know what I mean? Like you can get comfortable with this person very quickly. That's what I mean to say. Like it don't take much to really get comfortable with this person. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, they make themselves useful. They show up and do shit that you need them to do. You're like, damn, you don't want to let this person go because like this person adds quality and value to my life. So you know what I mean? And they're like building up in the world. So you're like, wow, I need this around. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway. Could be a Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Aries, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Leo. All right. Yep. All right. Some of y'all may hear from them on a Wednesday, or I don't know, maybe this encounter happens on a Wednesday because I was looking at Mercury Day. So it could happen on a Wednesday. All right. Let me see. Virgo. So Virgo. What's up there, Marie? All right. So Virgo, who wants to fuck you? You said I done gave them all a crazy sex life. Wait, I missed that. Hold on. What'd you say? You said I done gave them I done gave them all a great sex life. That's why they're crazy now, especially the Leo and Gemini. That's how it be, right? They gotta come back around until somebody else touch they pamper, and somebody else get them. Uh oh. You know what I mean? All right. So let me see, Virgo. Let me look. Oh, I gotta use these. Okay. It is too. That Mars energy is intense. All right, let me see. Boom, Virgo. What's up there, enigmatic one? Virgo, who is this? It's somebody who says they're not letting you go. Damn. All right, so who's trying to fuck you? Somebody who feels like they're not letting you go. You make me feel like a teenager again. All right, they can have them. I'm over 2 years in celibacy. No, you ain't put it on layaway for a while. For why? He's like, there are nobody. If I can't have Stuart, I don't want nobody. Why y'all be doing that? Start putting it on a hiatus. As soon as Stuart don't want y'all, as soon as you don't, Stuart ain't doing the relationship the way you want to. I'll just be curious. Why y'all do that? Why you put it on lock like that? It says, when you express how you feel, it turns me on even when you're mad. So there's somebody who probably gets some, and it says you're a gem. So again, because I always say when I see the gem, it could be a gem, but it doesn't have to be. There's somebody who sees you guys as valuable, though, and feels like other people don't know you. Okay, because my emperor is coming in. Okay, that's right, Angie. I'm with you on that. I was just curious. I was just asking. Thanks for not taking that personal either and just replying back. I appreciate you. All right. Anyway, so it says when you express how you feel, it turns me on. So it's somebody who likes how you talk. You know, it's probably somebody who likes when you get mad. That's usually like, you know, some men like that. Men like when you get upset. I do sometimes too. I like pissing y'all off a little bit and just see how you get when you get upset. You know what I'm saying? I just be, you know how you like like when you say something, I use the girl voice back. I like to do that just to piss you off a little bit. So it'd be stuff like that. This may be somebody who does that. It may know how like to get on your skin, but likes when you express yourself. But like when you kind of like, you know what I mean, let it out. All right. They are emotionally expressive themselves too. Could be a Virgo. Some of y'all, this may be somebody you guys work with because of the sixth house. If not, you guys have some type of routine with them. They could be into fitness or be into health, be into like, I don't know, they may have like a routine. Maybe you guys routinely talk to each other, or I don't know. Sixth house is usually like a colleague or somebody you guys work with. I got seventh house. So you could be in a relationship, but if not, it's going to be a faded connection that y'all may have because we got North Node and we got seventh house. So it could be one of those relationships that will be pretty easy to get into, but like kind of hard to keep going. Like it's easy to get into it, but it's kind of hard to keep going. You know what I mean? Like you guys do value each other, and it could be equally reciprocated. But the North Node means that there's lessons that you guys got to experience together. So it's maybe a relationship that's meant to like make you better, and it could be one that y'all can stay in for a while because the seventh house is a significant partnership, and it's one that you're meant to like be in. So it could be one that's like very useful in some way. So whoever this is somebody who's also very pleasing and knows how to be in relationships. All right. It could be an entertainer or like very entertaining. Some of y'all that may be younger because I seen that Aries Leo set. I seen that Page of Wands. So some of y'all that could be younger, but if they're not younger, then they just come off as like having a lot of energy, knowing the who's, knowing how to like find fun and entertainment. They're in for like the fun. There's somebody who probably works a lot then. So with the Page of Wands energy, they probably are used to like having a reputation of like being a serious person or being a person who like has like a moral compass, a certain moral compass. Like I get them having like a certain moral compass, but like this person likes to adventure, they like to let their wild side out. So some of y'all, they're gonna invite you soon because I seen that Page of Wands, so they may invite you to do something soon. They may try to connect you guys to do something with a similar mission, whether it just be on a date or whether it just be on anything. Maybe it's to work out, like you know what I mean. Like I said, this person may be into fitness, but if it's not for that, you know what I mean, then it's going to be like for I don't know, just something, some type of similar interest, you know what I mean? So they may come to like a compromise. Yeah, I got Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is an offer. Some of y'all, they may invite you guys over to their house or into their place of like their space, their personal. They may invite you into their personal space or invite you, some of y'all to like a popular event. Because that Page of Wands is somebody who normally goes to popular events. So it could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini. Some of y'all, this may be a celebrity or a very popular person, because we got the celebrity stylist. So they may be into like fashion, maybe into like clothes. Some of y'all, they may be kind of like, you know, well off, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they may own like, they may have a house, like a little small house. If not, they may stay by themselves. Cause I see the hermit here too, so I kind of get the vibe of them like staying by themselves. If not staying by themselves, they just don't like. They're very particular about the partners that they be trying to fuck on. Cause like this made like, it kind of gives a vibe of like this is like a celebrity person, so they can't just be seen with just anybody or just be dating just anybody. That's the vibe I get. So like, so let's say that you're not famous. Let's say that you're not rich or you're not wealthy, and this is that type of person. This would be a person that would keep that connection hidden. You know what I mean? They would keep that part of the connection hidden, but would probably still interact with y'all. I got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Like some of y'all, they may come from long money, because the Ten of Pentacles is here too. They may come from long money or some type of large organization that they work for. So they may have like a very, very, very decent job. Like it seems to be somebody who will show up consistently, day in, day out, works their way up the ladder, up the corporate ladder, up the ladder in general. You know what I mean? They could be a confidant to y'all. So there's maybe somebody who's like a friend who has a crush on you. With this Knight of Pentacles and this Page of Cups, there's maybe a friend who has a crush on you. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse, they just don't tell you like it is. Like they do a whole bunch of talking about other shit, but they just haven't told you what it is. Because with the 7th house, it's a Libra energy. Usually that's somebody who doesn't want to rock the boat. So if this is a friend who doesn't want to rock the boat. They want to say something to y'all, but they also don't want to like scare you away. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna come off as like insincerely playing, flirting, saying stuff that like maybe misleading at times, or like can be mixed signals, could be viewed as mixed signals, where it could be read as like something else, even though it's meant to be this way. But it's somebody who's gonna try to consistently like reach out, consistently try to be friends, consistently try to talk to you. You know what I mean? But like not really be direct about why they're talking to you. You know what I mean? This talk, it's just talk. This is somebody who's just gonna talk. All right, some of y'all, they could be a public protest organizer. Like they could be into like human rights and justice reforms and shit like that. If they're not into like that type of stuff, they just like a person who likes to stand up for other people. You know what I mean? So like, let's say that you be at like, let's say even if it's as a friend, like in general, like you know how people like will stand up for you when you're ordering food and maybe you didn't get the food that you wanted, or like if somebody were to cut you in line, this would be like somebody like, hey, she was here or he was here. You know what I mean? So it's like somebody who steps up in that life. They show up as like a consistent person. You know what I mean? Somebody who you can count on. But anyway, somebody's going to be trying to build some type of consistency between y'all and try to talk more often with y'all. You know what I mean? And just be playful, flirty. Some of y'all, they're younger than you, and then others of y'all, they're about your age. I don't see no older people. I see them about your age or just a younger. And if they're younger, it's the Page of Cups. They're noticeably younger. So it's like noticeably younger than what you normally would date. You're like, I don't normally date this young. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't date 25. Maybe you don't date 28. Maybe you don't date 32. Whatever, how old you are. Maybe you don't date that way. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, maybe you don't date people your age. I get that vibe. Anyway, we got Queen of Cups. Well, no, some of the Cups. So it could be somebody who has a lot of different options themselves. If not, this is somebody who just like looks very successful. Looks like they're living the life. Like, so they may take a lot of pictures with the 7 of Cups. They may take a whole lot of pictures, but with the Hermit, they may not really have much of a life, much of a social life. They may mostly always be home. For real, for real. And for the most part, for most of y'all, I kind of feel like they don't even be having that much sex. I'm not saying they don't have sex at all, but like I kind of get the vibe of like they don't really have that much sex. Sometimes the Page of Cups though can be like promiscuous, but like with the Hermit, it's like socially awkward. It's like accidental. Like they don't mean to. They just be like, you know, maybe they just kind of flirt their way into it. You know, with the Knight of Swords and with the Page of Cups, like I just be talking sometimes. Man, I'm just playing, and playfully flirting can sometimes lead to it. You know what I mean? As far as sex though, this may be like if this is like a how do I explain this? Like they could be skilled in like the art of like I was gonna say tantra. So like this is like a touchy feely person. So it's somebody who knows how to touch your body the right way. You know what I mean? Even if it's a woman who knows how to jack you right if you're a man. But like, you know what I mean? She may like to look at it. So it's maybe like a woman who wants to look at it, wants to see it. And if it's a man who wants you to see it. So they may be like, I don't know, they may send you pictures. You know what I mean? What women be saying? Send me a picture with the nut. Wait, send me a nut video with the sound on. So there's maybe like somebody who do some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because like they're bold at times, but like sometimes at the wrong time. You know what I mean? And then this would be somebody who will say sexual things to y'all, but sometimes at the wrong time. Like, damn it, man, my dog just died. Why the fuck is you telling me you'll bend me up over the counter right now? You think I need that right now? My dog just died. You know what I'm saying? So there's maybe something like that where like you'd be like, yeah, I don't even know how I'm gonna get to work. My car just broke down. He'd be like, well, you want me to come over? Why the fuck do I care about you coming over right now? You know what I mean? It could be awkward like that. They don't really understand with the Hermit and the Page of Cups. They don't really know the like social cues. They don't know social responses, the right time to say shit. Like this somebody who like says inappropriate shit at the wrong time. You're like, man, that made no sense. And there was no real reason for you to say that right now. Are you an idiot? You know what I mean? So like you may think that about this person. Like they seem not to not have a lot of social interactions. So like this would be somebody who would view you as like a great option. Like, oh, this would be a good one. You know what I mean? So like they try to build up the trust between you by being consistent and by showing up. Because they may be a little weird. Like I really feel like they don't socialize with a lot of people. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm really being honest. They probably don't really know how to socialize with people outside of people that they're comfortable with. So that's why they build up trust and connection. You know what I mean? Because like when you hear them talk after a while, you're like, man, you don't got no friends. Like this kind of reminds me of me sometimes. Cause like this girl one day I was talking to her, she was like, you be talking like you don't never get no women. I was like, I be talking like I don't get no women. I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, some of the stuff you be saying kind of like implies that you don't be around women like that. And I was like, you think so? Maybe. You know what I mean? But like I don't be around a lot of different people who aren't like my close friends. So like when I'm around new people, I do be kind of like weird. Cause I'm like, you know, I'm used to having shit my way. So I don't know what to do when I'm around new people who don't understand how the process goes. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who's around me knows how the process goes. So like when you show up and you don't know how the process goes, I'll be feeling some type of way. Cause like, why are you like breaking the rules? Do you think the rules don't apply to you? You know what I mean? So it could be that way. Just maybe somebody who's like that, where like they have their little, maybe their little clique, or they have like their own little like, you know, comfort zone when it comes to people that they interact with or they deal with. You know, so that's what it is. But they can be popular, but just like, you know, they don't really get out like that. They may not really like go anywhere. Maybe they go to the same places. That sixth house means this person usually has a routine. So it's like going to work, going to school, going to pick up the kids up if they got kids. This is like going to the gym, going to grocery shopping. They kind of like have like a routine. You know what I mean? It's the Knight of Pentacles. They don't really air off of that path either. So whoever it is, they keep going off the same path. But anyway, they're very flirtatious. They're shy around you too. So they may just talk about anything just to talk. That's how you'll know. They'll just talk about anything just to talk. Just the whole conversation. You know what I mean? Playfully joke about stuff. You know, it could be inappropriate jokes, you know what I mean? But like, whatever. For the most part, though, I feel like this person, I don't know, some of y'all, they haven't had a lot of sexual experience, or they just haven't had sex in a while because the Hermit is here. So this may be somebody who, like, you guys have to warm up to them. Because the Seven of Cups is here. You may have to warm up to them. They may send pictures. They may like to send pictures first. That might be it. I think this person's, like, into pictures. Maybe I don't know, some of y'all, maybe they're into porn then. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Or they like to take pictures, so maybe they like to record y'all during this time. Or there's somebody who like has videos of themselves or has videos of other experiences. That might be part of it too. I don't know. It kind of seems like they don't be out there like that, but then maybe they do be out there like that. You know what I mean? Like they could just be misleading you. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, could be a Libra, could be a Virgo, could be a Sag, could be. I say they're well dressed. They be well dressed. This person be dressed up really nice. In their pictures, they be dressed up really nice. They put it together. They look really cute or really handsome if it's a guy or whatever. They look really nice, all right? They may cuss a lot too, though. If they don't cuss a lot, they be saying a lot of shit that like really lacks tact. You be like, man, you should have maybe kept that to yourself. You know what I mean? But anyway, could be a Virgo, Libra, Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra. All right. All right, he said, now I feel bad for thinking he was a weirdo. Look, see? I just explained it. Because people probably thought I was a weirdo sometimes, too. And I'm like, yeah, maybe so. I just don't be doing it the way you do it. You know what I mean? All right, so we on Libra. What's up there, Bree? All right, so Libra, who wants to fuck you? I know somebody gonna be like, everybody. I know everybody wants to. You know, we only care about the ones that you want. Not everybody. Nobody cares about those ones. They are invisible. All right. So anyway, let me see. So somebody who says she doesn't compare So this could be somebody who either compares themselves to somebody you're dealing with, or they feel like whoever you're dealing with doesn't compare to them. It says you're a little bit crazy, but I love it. And it says, I want your address and my GPS. So it's somebody who wants to know where you stay, or wants to come to your house, or wants to, I don't know, wants to be able to visit you, wants to know where you are. They want to know your whereabouts. All right. So some of y'all is maybe somebody who wants to share the location with you, or wants you to share your location with them. So I'm getting that vibe too. All right. But it's somebody who feels like you're a little crazy, but they love it. Okay. All right. Could be a Sag, could be a Gemini, Pisces. So somebody who's a big talker, big thinker, has a big personality. Could be a Leo. All right. I got Gemini again too. So some of y'all, because third house is here, this could be a community. Could be somebody who lives in your neighborhood, possibly. If not, this is going to be somebody you guys are going to connect with, even if it's a past person. But I really feel like this may be a newer person, because like if it's a past person, usually past people know where you live. But if it's like a past person who doesn't know, then they want to know where you live. But I don't know. If it says she doesn't compare to you, then this is somebody who maybe compares themselves or is comparing previous connections they've had to you. All right. Fifth house is here. So this would be a fun, romantic type of person. This could be also like a person you would have fun having sex with. You know what I mean? Because they're like really upbeat. They usually have a lot of energy. They're also usually very adventurous. And with the Gemini here, or the third house, they're usually open-minded. So you guys may socialize a lot. Some of y'all, fifth house, this may be a casual connection that also has like a friend vibe to it. So it doesn't just feel like sex. They're actually kind of like a friend. I can talk to them. We can relate. You know what I mean? We do have fun doing stuff. You know what I mean? We do usually with the fifth house, we don't do extravagant shit. We do regular fun shit that we would like, which could be anything that you and I would like, whatever our similar interest is. Whether our similar interest could be like we get in the car, we go ride and sit at the beach, and you know what I mean, drink mimosas or smoke weed, or you know what I mean, whatever we do. We just made, you know what I mean. Some of y'all just made like sit in the car and just talk, watch Netflix or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they come over. Maybe you come over. Because the third house means that they're in your community. But if you haven't done that with this person, then this person's going to start communicating with you guys or talking with you guys soon, and just being a little bit more fun, a little bit more flirtatious, a little bit more charming than normal, asking questions, trying to find similar interests between the both of you. They're just going to start socializing a lot more. You know what I mean? So there's somebody who probably finds you to be like the yin to their yang, because Leo and Gemini, they get along very well, even if it's not a Leo or a Gemini, and even if you're not a Leo or a Gemini. Just this energy gets along very well. It's kind of like it stokes the fire between the both of you. So you feel inspired to like be like a kid. You know what I mean? It makes them feel like a kid. And you guys are able to like talk and chat and laugh and giggle. Yeah, Six of Cups. So there's maybe somebody you guys know from your childhood because of Six of Cups. If not, this is like somebody who's going to seem familiar. Like you've already kind of like experienced this with them before. This may be somebody who has children. I was thinking that they may have had children that like outgrew them. So they may be a little bit older if they have children. They may be a little bit older and their children may be like out of the house too. So I don't really feel like they're like locked down with children. But I feel like this is somebody who wants to have people around. They may, like I was going to say they want to have children, but like I don't think they want to have children. I think they just want to have like company or have somebody around. Now if they have children, this may be somebody who like is trying to find some time to like maybe get intimacy or have sex with somebody. So like if they have children and they seem to be bothered by children, you know what I mean? With the Three of Swords and Four of Cups, maybe it's somebody in the past who maybe rejected having a deeper connection or having like, I don't know, like I would say an emotional connection with y'all. So it's maybe just been casual. We got the Three of Swords here in the Four of Cups, which in the Six of Cups. So like if I was going to read it for like face value, then I'd just be saying this is somebody who you guys don't have the most fond memories of. But like, you know what I mean? But like you still kind of want to impress them or still want them to try to like impress you. So like this could be like a past partner who like you really want them to try again. You know what I mean? Like they may have pissed you off. Maybe they broke your heart. They disappointed you in the past, but you really want them to try again. What's up there, Norms? But you really want them to try again. You know what I'm saying? You really want to talk to them again. You really maybe want to have the encounter again. You know what I'm saying? With the King of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles, you just may not want to like admit how they make you feel because of the Three of Swords and the King of Cups. Like, man, I kind of miss this person, but I don't want to like seem like I care too much. Or this is somebody who feels this way about you and doesn't want to be rejected if they were to like try to return. All right, so like this is somebody who's going to probably want to start talking to you guys and maybe bringing up past experiences between y'all. They miss y'all with the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. They miss y'all. All right, so they want to talk to y'all. some of y'all, they may have like very attractive eyes or like a very intense stare. Like maybe you guys had like great eye contact with each other. You know what I mean? Or they have like bushy eyebrows or like very thick eyelashes. So I always think of like women who be wearing the minks. Like if it's a woman, she'd be wearing minks. If it's a man, I don't know, they may have thick eyelashes. You know what I mean? The eyelashes maybe kind of like look like they plucked them or something like that. I would hope you're not dating a man who has minks. But then if it's a man, maybe he just has like bushy eyebrows. You know what I mean? This could be somebody who like rejects a lot of people too with this 4 cups, 6 of cups. They may not be fond of a lot of different people. They may just be used to you guys. You guys may be a sense of comfort. Even if it's a newer person, they may not be like comfortable with other people, but like when you're around, it's a good vibe. They may like that you be around. You know what I mean? I kind of get that vibe, but they feel like they can open up. They can express themselves a little bit more. They care about you a little bit more than everybody else. So if it's like a newer person, you don't really know this person, then this is a person who feels comfortable enough to open up and express themselves around you, though they don't do that with anybody else. And they're looking for the right moment, or they're looking for you guys to get close enough for them to be able to do that. So they're going to want to talk about like whatever similar interests you guys have. And you're going to notice that they're talking about something that you guys both are like into because they get excited. They're going to get louder, or they're going to get more like enthusiastic about the conversation. That's why I say this maybe somebody has like a big personality. Once you strike on something that they're really interested in talking about, they're going to really start talking about it, and they can go on and on and on. And like this may be a relationship where you guys get very comfortable with each other very quickly just from conversations, you know, because like the conversation is pretty pleasing. What's up there, FK Slay? The conversation is pretty pleasing too. You know what I mean? Just put somebody who's into like entertainment. So some of y'all, maybe they're into like acting, or they're into like, I would say art, speaking arts, or maybe like rapping, singing, you know what I mean? Or I don't know, some of y'all, it's like, because they could be into like a business too, you know what I mean? Like an under the table business. So they may have like a, I don't know, they may have like an under the table business in some way. I don't know, like somebody like a hobby that they turn into a business, or it could be like a passion project, which could be still a hobby that they turned into like, you know what I mean? I don't know, a business or something, or that they turned into maybe a social media or something, you know what I mean? They could be into that with a third house of communication. They could be into like, you know, maybe communicating on social media, or like, you know, making skits, acting, or rapping, singing. This is like somebody who's big into oral sex. Wherever this is, that's what y'all need. Or this may be somebody who you guys like will enjoy doing that with, or getting that from. They're big into that. That's what I want you to know. Big into that. There may be like 69 move here too, but like really, on most of these pictures, oral sex. So it's somebody who either really likes getting it or really likes giving it. One of the two. All right. There's a little bit. We do got a little bit of that missionary, but it's like the pound you out missionary. You know what I mean? Pound town missionary. Put your legs up as far as you can and hold your breath. It's somebody who's like that. You know what I mean? So it's somebody who wants to reach out soon. And I say soon though, because like they may be afraid of like some of y'all, they're afraid of rejection from you. You know, they may feel like you don't care about them anymore if it's a past person. Like you still make this person happy, you know what I mean? And they want to be able to get the connection off the ground. But it's like if you don't feel, they be afraid that like you don't feel that same way anymore. They may feel like you're over it already. For real. Yeah, this might feel like you're over it. They think you're a little bit crazy, but like whoever they're dealing with, they feel like it does not compare. It is not that. They are not you. You know what I mean? So like this is somebody who misses y'all and would like to present an opportunity for you guys to like open up and talk again, and you know, maybe reveal yourselves to each other again, and let's just kind of sweep this under the rug, and you know what I mean, all that good shit. But like, what is this? 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. They just want that pleasurable experience with y'all. They just want to have sex again. That's all this is. I mean, that's what it was about. That's what this whole reading was about. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm basically just giving you the pattern. Like if you were wondering why they want to talk to you, if they miss you and all that shit, yeah, hell yeah, they missed that. And with the Hangman here, this is somebody who idolized you guys or romanticized y'all. If y'all had an issue or a problem, they've been got over that shit. They've been looked past that. They was like, yeah, whatever. To them, you can't do no wrong. Even if you did wrong, they'd be over it. They'd be like, yeah, it's all good. I don't care. You know what I mean? You did what you did. They probably just see you as very attractive. Usually with the Hangman just means that I see you in a light that like isn't realistic. Like where like you're saintly at times. You know what I mean? Sometimes it'd be like stagnant where it didn't go anywhere, but we got a Queen of Cups, which means that they love y'all. They care about y'all. We got Queen of Cups and King of Cups. They care about y'all. You know what I mean? You could get away with murder with this person, or they could get away with murder with you. You know what I mean? Whoever, y'all have a soft spot for each other. They just hate to admit it, or you hate to admit it. One of y'all hate to admit it. The other one's like open about admitting it. The other one doesn't like to admit that they have a soft spot for you. So you got different people here too. You got two different people, King of Cups and Queen of Cups. So these are two different people. So one of them may be taller than you, one of them may be shorter than you, because the queens are usually shorter. Even if you're a woman, one may be taller than you, one may be shorter than you, or about your size, your height. All right. So yeah, they may be, some of y'all may be into teaching too. I was thinking that they may be like a science teacher or art teacher, or I don't know, maybe like an extracurricular teacher. So maybe they teach at the end of school or some shit like that, or they have some, I don't know, they have like a little creative project that they be like, they may be good with children in. That may be it. They may be just like kind of good with children, good at like communicating. So maybe they talking a baby voice too, or talking like a really soft, tender voice at times, like around you. You be like, why are you talking like that? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, why are you talking like that? You know what I mean? So like around you, you kind of get kind of soft, because that Pisces energy makes people get soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the hell is you getting so soft like that? What Katie say? Wait till he finds out I'm pregnant by another man. Oh my gosh, Katie! 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 Wait till he finds out you're pregnant by another man. The gun violence just went up in the country off that one comment. It was like, damn. Overnight, it went up 3%. Oh, I had a baby. He had a baby on you 2 years ago. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You just playing a little tit for tat. Okay. I feel what you're saying. I feel you. I've been petty like that before too. I just didn't have the baby though. But I've been petty like that in my mind. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyway, terms of hearing from this person. So we got, what was that? Just Gemini energy. So that's like Mercury energy. So it could be Wednesday, Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Could be a Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday or a Sunday. You guys, this may be like when you like really start to notice it with them, like on a Tuesday or a Sunday. So maybe you see them somewhere. You guys have similar interests, so that's how you guys will connect. You know what I mean? And then this would be somebody who tries to get closer and comfortable with you and present an opportunity to spend time together. You know what I mean? So they could be vulnerable. That's what this person wants to do. They want to spend time together so they could be vulnerable. All right. He said there ain't no right or any wrong or any wrong or any right. Yeah, I'd be like that too, Caitlin. I don't feel that way either. Except for when it comes to kids. You gotta be careful with kids. Like, I don't like that abusing kids and shit. There's a right and wrong way with that for me. I stand on that one. But like everything else though, as like adults, we can kind of just do what we want to do. Just don't like intertwine kids or people who can't protect themselves. All right, anyway, so we got Leo, we got Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Taurus. Yep. Yup. You said that. Yep, that's me door dashing. All right. So Scorpio. Let's see. All right. So Scorpio, who's trying to fuck you? Who trying to get dirty with you? Let me see. So who we talking about? Let me see. Who is it? You make me feel like a teenager again. So somebody who feels rejuvenated around you or feels young when you show up. Says when you express how you feel, it turns me on. Sometimes when I think of this, when you make me feel like a teenager again, this may be somebody y'all knew from your teen years. And I said, I rewatch your horoscopes to be on your business. So they be watching your horoscopes to be in your business. So I guess whenever they see that shit come down the gram, come down Facebook, and they watch their sign, they look at your sign too. Because what's she thinking? What he thinking? So it's maybe somebody who's into maybe astrology or just be spying, just be looking. Of course, Tiffy, just be spying, just be, you know what I mean? Just be nosy a little bit. They just kind of wonder, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's somebody who says when you express how you feel, it turns me on. So even when you get mad and they miss your vibes. So most likely it's somebody that you guys have from the past. If it's not a past person, then I don't know. If it's a past person, it's just a person who misses when you're around because they feel energized. I got the sun here. So it could be just somebody who feels energized when you're around. Could be a Leo. All right. Yeah, somebody you guys are having conflict with. Could be a Pisces. All right. So maybe somebody who you guys romanticized at one point, maybe because you guys got comfortable with them or you guys have built some type of routine. Because we got the sixth house. So sixth house could be, I was thinking this maybe somebody who's like into cleaning a lot or just like has a very like regimented type of way of doing stuff. You know what I mean? They may also romanticize their day. You know, so I was thinking like people who like drink tea in the morning, people who start slow in the morning. You know what I mean? They have like slow starts to their morning. So I get it like being like somebody who maybe like is like into like yoga, maybe into like fitness. Maybe they walk in the morning, get their only early morning prana in and shit like that. Like I gotta get that early morning prana, baby. You know what I mean? That fresh air, that crisp air early morning when you walk the dog. Like I don't know if you ever walked your dog or walked at like 5, 6 early in the morning, between 4 and 7 a.m. If there's like a totally different type of air compared to like the air that happens when like the rest of us wake up, that early 4 a.m., 5 a.m. morning, that like the air is crispy. It's almost like refreshing, almost. You know what I mean? So I'm just giving you an example. Like this may be somebody who kind of like romanticizes their life in that way, where they kind of view things in like a more pleasant light. You know what I mean? So anyway, somebody who you guys will probably view in a more pleasant light as well, because we got the sun and we got the Pisces energy. So they probably, if they're older, they look good for their age. They matured and preserved themselves really well. If they're younger, this is somebody who has like a very tight skin, very tight body. Also, this may be somebody who like presents an opportunity for you to do something different when it comes to your romantic life. So you may not normally do this. I don't know. However you may deal with this person, this may change the way that you deal with romance. You know what I mean? Because the square means it's an opportunity for growth and an opportunity to do something different. Y'all may have sexual chemistry between, not sexual chemistry. Maybe you have sexual chemistry. I was thinking you may have sexual tension between you. That's what I was really feeling like. So because the square could be like sexual tension. There may be an issue getting on the same page. Like both of y'all may be leaders. Both of y'all may be very attractive. Both of y'all may be idolized by each other and may not really know how to like, you know what I mean? Like how to look past it. You know how like you may find him to be very attractive and she finds you to be very attractive. And it's like hard to kind of like look past that. You know what I mean? Like, so this may be somebody who you guys view as like very attractive and they view you as very attractive and you guys like want to please each other. So I kind of get that vibe too. All right. Anyway, somebody who has a lot of energy. This may be somebody who you guys be proud to be with, somebody who's proud to be with you. And they always want to be around y'all. You know what I'm saying? They always want to, this is like somebody who like can be obsessive, where like they want to be around you. They're romantic too, but they maybe have issues expressing their emotions at first because of pride. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they do stuff for you, but like they have issues maybe telling you they love you. Maybe they have issues like hugging and kissing, though they like it. So there's maybe somebody who'd rather you hug and kiss on them opposed to them hugging and kissing on you, but maybe not. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or you may feel that way about them in the reverse. I don't know. Could be a Sag, could be a Capricorn, could be Aquarius, could be a Capricorn. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, could be a Capricorn. We got the Devil and the King of Wands. So if it's like a man, just a man that'd be like slinging that thing. You know what I mean? Usually they'd be well endowed. But if they're not well endowed and he ain't got the meat, you know what I mean, like Arby's, then he just be knowing what he's doing with it. You know what I mean? They could be just very sexually, very like have a very strong sexual prowess. And they have a lot of stamina because we did start off with the sun. So whoever says has a very strong stamina when it comes to sex. And they probably get really hard too. That's usually if it's a man. If it's a woman who'll turn you on because she's really nasty. She knows what to do to get it going. All right. Like she's like very persistent and very passionate and very assertive, very aggressive. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she wants. So with the Ten of Wands here, this is going to be somebody who's going to be persistent with y'all. Persistently like pursuing y'all. They are persistently trying to make their presence known. That's going to be a big thing here with this person. Now, because we do got a King of Wands, usually they're taller, so they could be taller than you. And that's a good thing, right? They could be taller than y'all. Could also be physically stronger than you. So this isn't like somebody where you may feel like you can overpower them. I don't get that vibe. Now, if they're not necessarily taller than you, because the King of Wands is normally tall, but if they're not taller than you, then they just have a lot of bravado, a lot of confidence, very self-assured. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't even doubt this person is doing what they say they're going to do. Because we got the Devil here. So this may also, again, this is like somebody who's big into oral sex, man or woman, big into oral sex, either giving or receiving. So that's going to be it. So sometimes with the Pisces energy, they could be more into like being the pleaser. But if it's like in the other way around, then this is somebody who's used to being pleased. And maybe that's part of the, like, I don't know, some of y'all, that may be part of the conflict between y'all. Where like this person maybe always wants to be pleased a certain way. Like maybe she only want head. Maybe he only want to eat her. Maybe he only want to munch. Somebody may be only being treated that way, or it could be like in a like an issue with like who gets their needs met. You know what I mean? Because like you both may be appealing to other people and may be aware of this too. So that might be partially part of what it is. Like this person has an attractive body too, but then some of y'all I get them like having like a regular Joe Blow or regular Susie Q body, like a regular. No offense to Joe or Susie. I'm just saying, like they could just have a regular body. You know what I mean? It's maybe somebody has a regular body, but like it's very attractive or it's very sexually alluring, appealing. Something about this person is very sexually appealing. Like it could just be maybe the way they. I was about to say the way they stand. So maybe they may. I don't know. Sometimes like some people find it really attractive when women stand pin-toed or some shit, or when you like lock your knees and shit like that. I don't know. There's like little like I don't know. Maybe there's a way that they stand. It may be the way that they stand. Like you know what I mean. But it's somebody who I kind of feel like this is somebody who doesn't mind pleasing you though. But I also kind of get the vibe of like maybe they can get greedy in that light sometimes where they just want to be pleased themselves too. It's a 7 of Wands. So it's an Aries, Scorpio, Leo, and Aries, Scorpio, Leo. So y'all this may be somebody who like you guys could probably just have sex anywhere. Like I kind of feel like they'd be down to have sex anywhere. Like they don't even mind if other people see y'all. You know what I mean? They also probably are into like dominating too as well. I get like a dominating vibe. So like I think this person fluctuates sometimes between like wanting to dominate, be very aggressive, and like take charge, and then other days they just kind of like want to like let you do what you do. Like you just do what you want to do. Let me just please you. You just tell me what you want to do. So like square means that there's compromises that are needed with this relationship. So like some days you're gonna have to let this person take lead, and then other days they're gonna have to let you take lead. You know what I mean? But I really get this person to be like a munch, like a munchy munch. Like I didn't put out 2 more cards, and all they want to do is put their face in it, man or woman. They just want, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting this vibe of that being that type of person, for the most part. And then maybe a little bit of like, maybe a little bit of missionary, maybe. But like I don't know. This person has sex in a more strategic way, if I'm really being honest. Like so, like I guess like when they have sex, it's maybe like to try to conquer you or to try to assert themselves. Sometimes they try to have sex as a way of like bringing y'all back together. If this is like a past person, you know what I mean? Like they try to use the sex to bring y'all back together. So that might be why they're being persistent at first. So you may get them being a lot more persistent, a lot more devoted, a lot more loyal. You know what I mean? A lot more decisive about the relationship and all that, and really starting to put the effort in because we got 7 of Wands and the Devil. Like obsessively putting the type of energy that you would like. Oh, okay. You're serious, like to try to impress you. So like if y'all have a sexual experience, the next sexual experience you're going to have with this person is going to impress you. You're like, oh damn, you really pulled out all the stops, didn't you? That's what this person is. They're trying to, if y'all have like a conflict with them, they're trying to heal that between y'all. All right. Okay, so could be a Leo, could be a Pisces, could be a Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, could be a Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer. No, it's a Leo. It's a Scorpio, Aries. Same signs keep showing up. But somebody who miss your vibes and probably is on the brink of like maybe an apology too. I want to say that. They could be on the brink of apologizing or like trying to like, I don't know, be adaptive to you now. So if you guys are having like a power struggle and nobody's talking to each other, then they're like playing with the idea of like, maybe being a little bit gentler, a little bit more compassionate, a little softer with you, changing their approach. All right. Okay, so let's see, Sagittarius. Who wants to fuck you? Damn, this video gonna probably be like 2.5 hours long. Okay, so let me see. So Sag, who is it? So what's on their thoughts? You said they better impress you? All right, so there's someone who says, I needed time and space to heal from my past. Baby mama drama. The karmic lover is driving me insane. Let me prove to you that I did wrong. Some of y'all, this could be, and so I regret what I did to y'all. Some of y'all, this could be a baby mom, baby dad, or somebody you guys had kids with. If you don't have kids with nobody, or it's not your baby mom, baby dad, then it may be somebody who's going through that. If not, this may be somebody who's like wants to have some type of pattern like that with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like they may have had like I don't know, I don't know. I kind of feel like this person may be into like drama in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they have a baby mom, baby dad issue, but if not, I feel like this person be like into that drama where they kind of want a partner that like is obsessive over them and like brings like, you know, passion into their life. All right. So maybe somebody who's like that. You said not my baby mama. You could take your baby mom back. See, Mac, nobody like that. You could take your baby mom back. Y'all could make it work. Dang. What about the kids? Y'all can make it work. You know what I mean? See Mac out here trying to catch some new, and baby mom trying to come back. Opposition. So opposition could be somebody you guys have a hot, cold relationship with. All right. This could be somebody who's very aggressive at times. If not, this was somebody who was not aggressive before, but is now wanting to like, take charge or wanting to be more straightforward with you now. So you're going to see if this is a past person, or even if this is a newer person or somebody who you've like interacted with before, you're going to see the other side of the spectrum with this person. So it could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. This could be like where they become more aggressive, more possessive, more sexual, more forthright. I don't know, maybe like more down for conflict. So this may be like somebody who confronts you a lot about stuff. Like you may make them feel a certain type of way. I think this person like has pent up frustration and maybe just sometimes it's be pent up sexual aggression that they just haven't expressed in a while. So it could even be that too. If it's a past person, this is a past person who you're going to see, like I said, the opposite side of the spectrum between y'all. So like how they used to deal with you, how you used to interact with them is going to change. You know what I mean? So they may have like learned how to like hold themselves back or restrain themselves. Like maybe not like, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they've learned not to like act so wild or like go out of their way. You know what I mean? You said link your bank card to my what? You said, can we link? Yeah, link your bank card. Yeah, all right. That always sound good till we get there. Then after we leave out, are you gonna let me use your card? It used to be, yeah, you're gonna do it this way, but then as soon as we get ready to leave out, after folding you up, are you gonna let me use your card? Are you gonna text me back? Are you gonna call me? Are you gonna tell me that you love me? Are you gonna? Yeah, we know. We know. All right. So anyway, could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be an Aries. Yep, we do. Yep, we got an aggressive person in this one because we got the Emperor here too, and we got a Page of Swords. So it's a Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio. Okay, so somebody else, maybe somebody who was once ex-military or was once like an authority. Maybe this was once somebody you guys very much took serious. Like they may have had like a lot of like influence over your life or a lot of like say so over your life at some point. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, they may be somebody who was once married. If not, if they were, you know what I mean, or they were once, yeah, I think they were once married if possible. But if not, this is somebody who once had a lot of influence over you, a lot of control over you, a lot of say so. Some of y'all could be a baby mom or baby dad. I don't know. All right, but it's somebody who does want to renew the connection between y'all. They're viewing y'all in a different light though, because that's what that opposition was. But now with the Hangman in reverse, they're definitely viewing you in a different light. Like if you a man and your baby mom wants you now, she want to suck the skin off you now. And if you a woman and your baby dad is like looking at you now, then that's like he definitely want to eat your whole waist off you. You know what I'm saying? Like they would like to like really kind of like change your mind about them. That's what the Page of Swords is. It's somebody who's changed their mind about y'all. You know what I'm saying? We say FK Slate, I don't double back. Sorry. See that there was this one guy that like he went to like plastic surgeries just to win his girlfriend back. That's real devotion. I wouldn't have did that shit. She was just going to take me back, same way I was when I left. Take me back, babe. I changed. Yeah, no, I changed for real. What was the shit I was doing? You was doing this. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that no more. For real. Look at me. I stopped that shit, and it was because of you. Like when you wasn't here, I had to learn. This kind of reminds me of that one dude. This is one dude on Facebook. I think sometimes he'd be on Instagram too. I can't think of his name. He got like the curly hair. It's a black guy. He kind of slim. he always be like in some type of like toxic shit. And he funny as hell though, but I can't think of his name though. He funny as hell though, cause like the way he be talking, like it's real shit. Like that's the shit that y'all be going for. It'd be so funny. So like, but anyway, that's how this person may be. This is somebody who's looking at y'all in a different light now. With the Page of Swords, they may have played mind games prior to, or this is somebody now who's curious. They're curious if you guys are like taking somebody else more serious because they don't have the same authority that they once had over y'all. So they could be looking at y'all as like new land to conquer. Like you may have already been with this person prior, but like we haven't been with each other in a while. So I'm seeing you now with new eyes because some of y'all, they may feel like other people are on you because that Mars energy means that they get aggressive. Like, wait a minute, I didn't like you like that before. Or wait a minute, you didn't act like that with me before. Hold up. People are taking you serious now. I caught you when people didn't like you. You know what I mean? Like imagine when you have a glow up and maybe your baby mom, baby dad, or an ex sees you. Because like the Page of Swords is here with this Emperor in verse. Some of y'all, this may have been somebody you guys have already had this experience with. Like you may have already conquered this demon or this devil before. You know what I mean? With the Hangman here, like maybe they kind of like, they may have had y'all under their thumb at some point. Like I really felt like this person had more authority over you than you did over them. Like you maybe took your power back from this person. You know what I mean? Because this made this person change their mind about you and look at you in a different light. Like, oh shit, I don't got you like I thought I had you. Like, hold up. How'd you wriggle up out from under my thumb? You crazy. Somebody else could be like a boss or a manager. Like they may be in charge of a business or a large corporation or in charge of like, you know what I mean? In charge of maybe like a lot of supplies or some shit like that. They could be in charge of a locker room for all I care. Who fucking knows? Usually with the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles though, they usually have some type of business or some type of long-standing. Some of y'all, because it's the Ten of Pentacles, some of y'all, they could still be married, but like this may be like a cheating spouse then maybe. I don't know. Page of Swords, they could be telling you little white lies just to kind of like glaze it over. You know what I mean? So as far as their action, this person's going to start being a lot more confident and a lot more possessive over you guys. They're going to start like, I'm going to say calling you, texting you a little bit more, asking questions about stuff, like what you got going on. Some of y'all is like sometimes just fishing. It's fishing expeditions. So this is the little fishing expeditions this person's going to be having with y'all. You know what I mean? Trying to renew conversation between y'all. Maybe even trying to do little favors. You know what I'm saying? With that Ace of Cups, little favors for you to try to renew the love and the bond between y'all. That's the vibe I'm getting here. With the Hangman here, they're going to try to get you to change your perspective on them. Okay, so anyway, they're going to try to change your perspective on. They're going to be a lot more determined. That's what you're going to notice with this person. The opposition means that you're going to see a different perspective from this person than the way that you normally deal with this person. They're going to start being a lot more assertive, a lot more aggressive, a lot more imposing. You know what I mean? Imposing in your date. I would say in your field of vision. So you may like say it's in person. This would be like them trying to stand in the way that you can see them. They're going to try to get you to notice them a lot more. Try to get you to have little small conversations with them. Some of y'all, this would be somebody who like, I don't know, like I said, try to please you first. You know what I'm saying? They may try to figure out who's pleasing you, what's pleasing you. Like I feel like they're going to try to learn you with this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about observing too. So you're like learning through observation. So they're going to probably try to learn you, watch you a little bit, see like, I don't know, see who you've been with before or who you've been with lately. They may try to gauge that, like who you've been with, because that's what the opposition could be too, gauging newer opportunities to see newer experiences. So like they may see you now as a new experience, even though we've already done this before. You may be a new experience. Even if we never went this far before, I'm now seeing a reason to be devoted or more passionate about this situation. You know what I mean? So, yep. Anyway, it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sag, Capricorn. No, it's not Sag. Yeah, it's Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius. Somebody else could be a stripper or somebody who like likes to take their clothes off really quick. So it could be a Taurus. Or they, I don't know, maybe they work in a stripper club or something like that. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. Okay. So let me see. Capricorn. There we go. Woo! We almost done. We love the strippers. You said I like to take my clothes off too. Everybody know. Everybody know that. What'd you say? Damn, that was quick. This chat going kind of fast. I like to take my clothes off too. That's everybody. Not everybody like to take their clothes off. I know a lot of people that don't mind taking their clothes off. Like I know some people that do, but like not everybody I know take their clothes off. You know what I'm saying? Like some people take a little, like it take them a little bit of like time. Like I know some women though, like as soon as they come over, they be naked. You like, yo, where's your clothes at? Where's your clothes at? Like I don't mind, but I do mind. Like damn, how did you just get so comfortable? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why though, because like when you be naked, I just be feeling like in my mind that I just gotta fuck you all the time. Maybe it's just my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like I'm obligated now. Like damn it, why is you naked? Because now I gotta do stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Thank you so much. Ooh, piece of candy. Who is that? Thank you, Marie. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait. Thank you so much. That could just be my stuff, though. All right. So anyway, let me see. So, Capricorn. Who wants to fuck you? So they said that doggy style. So some, it could be somebody who likes doggy style. We're gonna see. Nobody likes clothes. I mean, I like clothes, but like I don't like to be like naked, like just running around with my asshole out. Not really. Not really. Like I'll do it at night. Like I like to sleep at night, but like during the day is what I mean. When I be like people just be running around with their clothes off, I'll be like during the day, like with the sun. The sun is out. Why are you like naked? Like I can understand maybe like after 9, after 8, maybe, you know what I'm saying, when the sun start going down, you can get naked. That's cool. But like you be naked during the day with the sun out, the mailman might come by here. You know what I'm saying? The maintenance man, somebody may come by here. Like, why you ain't got your clothes on? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just the man thing. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway, it says somebody who loves the way you smell. You're a gem. I know that I hurt you. I regret what I did. Again, because I see the gym, I always think of the gym, but it don't have to be. It could just be somebody who sees you guys as valuable and they regret what they did. All right, somebody who loves how you smell. It says, honestly, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. So it's somebody who feels like you guys are worthy of a relationship, but doesn't feel ready for a relationship. Okay, so they're just trying to fuck y'all. So it's going to be somebody you guys get along with, too. It could move very quickly. I just seen try when I split the deck. So it could be somebody you guys get along with very quickly. You guys may kind of feel synced up or feel like you were meant to be with each other. It could be one of those relationships that expand. Yeah, the Trine want to come back out. Trine is back out again. Could be a Leo, could be a Libra. So it's going to be somebody you guys get along with very easily, can talk to, socialize with. The connection can expand very quickly. They're also very pleasing on the eye. So somebody's going to be very appealing, very attractive. Also looking to win your approval. Okay. So you guys are just going to get along with each other. Like the vibes are going to be there. It's going to be vibes. Vibes. You guys are like each other's vibes. All right. I don't know. I was about to say it just moves fast. That's the biggest thing I keep saying. They're a really balanced person. So this is somebody who reciprocates back what you do to them. They're also very generous. They're also very loving or very like expressive. This is somebody who wants to show you off or wants to like gain your approval. If it's like a newer person, if it's a past person, that's like, cause they say I know that I hurt you. If it's a past person, then it's a past person who still doesn't feel like they're ready for a relationship, but wants to make amends with y'all, and they want to what's that? 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. They want to come out of the cold. We got 5 Pentacles in reverse. King of Wands, King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is somebody who's not really ready for commitment yet. But this is somebody who may try to spend on y'all shortly, or may try to like spoil y'all, or try to like attend to what you need. I got King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like they may try to attend to what y'all need to try to get the connection off the ground. So they may try to do something for you that they feel like is useful, something that you can use. All right. If it's a past person, it's a past person that's trying to come back. All right. And there's a past person that's trying to come back in a way where you feel like you need them. I got the King of Pentacles in reverse, and then I'm looking at the 5 of Pentacles, and then I'm looking at the 9 of Pentacles. So some of y'all, maybe somebody who's going to want to try to help you guys out financially to try to get back close to you guys. They may try to come in with a benefit. Like I feel like this could be like they may go over the top. So maybe it's like an extravagant date, or I don't know. Because we got showstopper here. They could be famous. This could be somebody who's in the public eye. This could be a celebrity. This could be an entertainer. They could be a singer. They could just be very attractive and just know that they're known for getting attention. So like this is somebody who doesn't invest into a lot of relationships because they don't have to. They're probably used to being given to. But with the King of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse could be like, this sometimes could be a trick daddy. So this could be somebody who doesn't mind paying for what they want. So some of y'all could be that. Like, this could be an older man with the King of Pentacles. This could be an older man or an older woman who doesn't mind like splurging on you, getting you stuff. Like, you could have a sugar mom for some of y'all if you're a man. But if you're a woman, this could be like a woman who doesn't mind. I mean, if you're a woman, this could be a man who doesn't mind gifting you stuff, buying you stuff. Like, I feel like this is somebody who made, some of y'all is maybe somebody who wants to buy your love. You know what I mean? Buy your affection. Or just wants to invest enough to like where you can see that they're making a difference in your life, whether it be money or not. They just want to do something in a way where it seems like they're adding enough value to your life or enough substance to your life. With the Five of Pentacles, though, sometimes it could be also like a neighbor, or like this could be like somebody who stays in your neighborhood too, or somebody you're going to meet through friends of friends. They're very social, very outgoing, very charming, pleasing on the eye. They say a lot of stuff that could be like, I would say wow, like a wow factor. You'd be like, whoa, okay. So like they say a bunch of stuff that like it's pleasing to hear them say it, because you're like, oh, maybe they have like a weird way of saying stuff. Like maybe they say water in a weird like water or water. You want some water? You know what I mean? So maybe it could be an accident, but it's like the way they pronunciate things. Maybe not really an accent, it's like the way they pronunciate things. You know what I mean? Like, you ever heard people say fork but call it a fark, or a zinc, but it's a sink? Like, you know what I mean? So maybe like, I don't know, maybe they say stuff like that, like it's a zinc, you know what I mean? Or a fark. You're like, why do you pronounce it like that? It's called a fork, F-O-R-K. Say it correctly, not a fark, but like, you know, or an elbow instead of an elbow. Like, I know people that say elbow. What is an elbow? It's an elbow. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This maybe somebody who has that like little thing where they maybe say things in the wrong way. I don't know. Maybe it's just like for fun then. I don't know. It could be that too. But I feel like you'll probably meet, if it's a newer person, you're going to meet this person through other people. Like through friends, through coworkers, through colleagues, through customers. Somebody else, you're going to run into them from somebody else is the vibe I'm getting here. And it's usually, it's a high maintenance partner though. So like, this is somebody who like you have to give attention to. You can't just not acknowledge this person. They need attention. And that's the big thing with this person. So like, they're used to getting attention too with the showstopper energy. They're used to getting people's attention. So like, in order for them to know that you like them or that you're interested in them, you need to give this person attention. It's gonna be a Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, not Cancer. There's no Cancer here. I'm sorry, y'all. Nope. What's that? Six of Swords. So that's Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Libra, Leo. Extroverted person, very social, very social. So like, it shouldn't be hard. I guess their next action with the King of Pentacles is to probably present an opportunity for y'all to be around each other. They're going to orchestrate it themselves, especially with the Nine of Pentacles. They're going to try to make themselves look really nice, so they may dress themselves up one day and then present an opportunity for maybe y'all to go out. Because that King of Pentacles sometimes be somebody who tries to take you out, sometimes on expensive dates, sometimes on like, you know what I mean, or they try to fund the bill on something. Sometimes though, this could just be somebody who may just want to like pay you for sex. I kind of get that vibe too. You know what I mean? They may not like say it straight out like that though, because with the Six of Swords and with this with the Libra energy and the Leo energy, it's probably a lot more persuasive than just like, hey, here's $200 or $1,000. Let me crack your cookies. I don't think it's quite that vibe. I'm kind of feeling like they probably jazz it up a little bit, say it in a nicer way, present themselves in a like a lot more smoother, like a Don Juanita type of way. Like, it's a lot more like well presented than just, it's not blunt and vulgar is what I'm saying. They're not going to say it in a blunt and vulgar way when you're talking to this person. They're going to do everything they can to not really piss you off, if I'm really being honest. It's somebody who's going to do everything they can not to piss you off. And just to keep the conversations going, try to keep the connection and the communication between you guys like steady. I want it to be steady. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, this may have been somebody else, may have been somebody who procrastinated before getting to know you guys past a certain point. Like, they may, I don't know, they may have like an easy ass job too with that King of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Pentacles. They may have an easy ass job where money just kind of comes to them. So maybe even if they run like a business where they have like clients or something, they may get clients through other people. You know what I mean? Or they may get like, I don't know, something through other people. Maybe they make money through other people or something like that. Also, this person's big into doggy style. And this one, all 4 pictures, all doggy style. They're big into like doing from dog. And I said that earlier when I split the deck, right? I said, love the doggy style. But in this deck, this is all doggy style. So this is somebody who's gonna want to eat. If they're a woman, there's a man that's gonna want to hit you from the back. And if they're a woman and you're a man, then they're gonna always want you to hit them from the back. They like the doggy style. That's their thing. Just bend me over. Just do me. That's what they want. All right. So leg up. What is it? Leg up. One arm on neck. One arm on frontal. Your frontal off. That's what he do. That's how they probably do. They like want, you know what I mean? Somebody who has a leg up. That's what I'm noticing here too. This is a doggy style person. They like it from the back, or they like to do it from the back. All right. So anyway, could be a Leo, could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, or Aries. All right, so that's what we got. Somebody likes your smell, though. They like your smell. And it look like they single, too. So don't look like they got no partner. Look like they single as a Pringle. All right, so we on Aquarius. Woo, we almost done. Okay, so Aquarius, who's trying to fuck you? Yeah, animal style. Love my app. Yeah, that's what that is. That's like hold on. I was gonna say that's like a Nat Geo. They just want to have that raw, passionate sex. Just bend my back up. All right, so Aqua later moon. Okay, let me see. Boom. Aqua, who is it? It's somebody who wants to come stay the night, or somebody who's gonna want you to come stay the night. Okay, so let me see. Who is it? So somebody who you may have changed your number on, or somebody who may have changed their number. So they may have a different number. You may have a different number. But it's somebody who wants to build with you. And it's somebody who says their mom and their family keeps asking about you. So some of y'all, they may be in a relationship, because it did say that I'm only with them for the kids. I'm only with them for the kids and shit. So this may be somebody who like is in a relationship, but they're only with them for the kids and for the connection and all that stuff. Could be a Leo. All right. If they're not a Leo, then it's just somebody who's like very entertaining, very outgoing, charming, funny. More like a fun guy, fun girl, maybe a party girl, party guy. We shall see. And if it's a newer person, there's going to be a person who's going to want your number. All right. They may even try to like talk you guys into a one-night stand. Could be an Aries. Because we got first house, it's going to be somebody who you guys are going to find attractive instantly, or find them attractive for either their personality or for their natural physical appearance. You may like their natural tendencies, how they just do stuff regularly. Like them being themselves, you're just going to like them. And this would be somebody who likes you in that same light too. So some of y'all is maybe somebody you guys had a disruption with, where like you guys were like maybe building at one point, or we're trying to get on the same page, and then it just kind of like fell apart. Maybe some type of like insignificant, like, I don't know, event happened between y'all. So it could be that. If not, this is going to be somebody who's going to be like unexpectedly just becoming confident and assertive with you, and they'll just start talking to y'all. All right. So they may have some type of abnormal behavior that you're going to recognize with this person. All right. So what you're going to notice is this person's physical appearance. You may like the way this person looks. You may like their self-image, the way they present, the way they show up, how they show up. You know what I mean? So like when you first see them, this will be like somebody you like how they showed up. You're like, oh, I like how they put themselves out there in this light, or how they looked at this time. All right. Could be somebody you guys know from your childhood because of the first house, but it don't have to be. All right. So Aquarius just asked me for a one-night stand. Hell no. Y'all be missing out. All right. Could be Aquarius. Could be a Capricorn. Could be a Pisces. So some of y'all, somebody who you guys emotionally left or left behind. I got 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. So it could be somebody you guys left behind. You guys emotionally withdrew from. You know what I mean? I got 10 of Cups. It was somebody you guys may have shared experience with. Some of y'all, this could have been same sex. Some of you could have been same sex, because I'm looking at the rainbow here with the 8 of Cups. This may have been like an unexpected, like, you know, interaction that y'all may have had at some point. Like maybe you guys, like, it could have been awkward You know what I mean? Not expected to have this. Like, it could have been a sleepover. You know how you girls be getting with your girls and y'all have a sleepover and all that shit. That shit don't be happening with guys. Not that I know of. Not the guys that I know. But like, I don't know. But like usually that's like a woman thing. But like, I don't know. I was kind of getting a storyline like you guys may have spent the night, maybe after a party or club. You know what I mean? This may be somebody who like was afraid to cross the line. 'Cause I got a 9 of Wands, I got 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups. This gives like somebody who's afraid to approach you guys. Some of y'all, they could be younger than y'all because of the Page of Cups, but they could just be shy. If it's like a newer person, this is like somebody who wants to flirt with you guys, wants to like test the waters with you guys, wants to have a romantic experience with you guys, like maybe just have you as their relationship. And then some of y'all is like kind of like I said, same sex or something along the lines of that. They may be LBGQ or something, or they may be down low. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. You wouldn't want to have sex with somebody like that, would y'all? I don't know. Maybe you are into the same sex. Maybe. Ain't nothing wrong with it. All right, because like I said, these are mostly about readings that with people that you'd want to have sex with. So, all right. But anyway, if they're not bisexual or like similar interest, like similar what you call it, they're not like similar sexual orientation as you, or like wanting the same, like if you guys aren't like opposites in set, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say now. I don't know what I'm about to say now. But anyway, what I'm saying is some of y'all may emotionally withdrawn from this person. All right. And maybe it's like still kind of missing this person or still lingering. They may still linger in your energy with this 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and this 8 of Cups. This may be somebody who still kind of lingers around, like, you know what I mean, in your feelings. You guys may have left from the situation emotionally, but like, sometimes it can be like still kind of like wondering what could have been. I kind of get that vibe. This may be somebody who's wondering that about y'all, or y'all wondering that about this person. You guys may have unexpected communication from this person. All right, so some of y'all may have unexpectedly like broke up or disrupted or ended the connection, and then others of y'all, they're going to be unexpectedly reaching out and talking to you guys. So with the 9 of Wands is here, this person is wanting to cross the line between y'all. So they're going to start flirting with the Page of Cups. They're going to start flirting or being more friendly or being more cordial towards you guys. All right, I got 5 of Wands too. 5 of Wands in reverse. So they're going to try to be a little bit more playful. They may try to get you guys to do something with them. Some of y'all is maybe somebody who's into like fighting or into like physical fitness, maybe used to have a very active lifestyle. So maybe they used to like be into sports. Maybe they used to like, I don't know, and being into sports could be like maybe they just play basketball at the courts all the time, or maybe they play a softball at some point, or maybe they once used to skate. You know what I mean? Like going to the, you know what I mean? Like skating and shit. That's still considered like a sport. People go to the skating rink and shit, and they be shuffling and all that shit, sweating up a storm. Skating for like an hour burns up like 289 calories. That's a lot for 1 hour. For 20 minutes, I think it is. It's either 20 or 30 minutes. It's like 289 calories. Skating. Crazy. You get what I'm saying? So this may be somebody who like used to have like a very active lifestyle where they are into that. And that may be how they try to like invite you guys to do something together. With the 10 of Cups, they want to spend it. They want to share an experience with y'all so they can get over maybe either a grudge that's being held between y'all, or so that they can, I don't know, get you to accept the connection between them. You know what I mean? So maybe maybe this person had to sit and process some type of feelings of guilt, shame, in some way. Some of y'all is like, I don't know, it's maybe like somebody who's like just shy. You know what I'm saying? So they had to like sit with it, process it for a minute, and then they're going to reach out. So they may start off as like just being playful at first, where it may just kind of come off as like they're not really serious, because like they're going to be like unexpectedly and unusually this person's going to be aggressive. So like if they've never been aggressive in that light, you can be like, whoa, I didn't think you liked me like that. Some of y'all may think that this person wasn't really fond of you with the 10 of Cups in reverse. You may have felt this person didn't have the same feelings or wasn't really into the connection. You know what I mean? I really get them like you may have felt like it was over. It could be somebody you may have felt like it was over with the 5 of Wands, because that maybe they didn't seem like they were fighting or competing for the connection anymore. With the 5 of Wands in reverse, it may seem like this is somebody who doesn't like compete for connections though. So they made it like, I don't know, maybe didn't seem too interested in some way. Because the 8 of Cups is a person who seems emotionally withdrawn, or a person who seems like they're not really in the moment. They struggle being present in the moment. So there's maybe somebody who has like an issue, like, you know what I'm saying? Being present in the moment. I don't know. With the Nine of Wands, though, they're getting close to like a tipping point. So something's about to happen soon with the Nine of Wands. Something's about to happen. And that's why I said it's going to come out of nowhere with this comment. It's going to be unexpected. Either a message, a call, a text, an encounter with each other, conversation in general. You know what I mean? The Eight of Cups. You know what I mean? So in their actions, it's usually a lingering. They just be around, lingering. But then because here it's like unexpectedly, they're just going to say something after being around, lingering. You know what I mean? So maybe they watch y'all. I don't know. I don't get them watching. Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, not really. Page of Cups is like shy. So it's just like it's like playful. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, whimsical. So maybe like on a day when they're feeling like happy, because now I'm looking at the rainbows, maybe like when they're feeling happy, or maybe after a relationship, because maybe that's what it is for them. Maybe they have a relationship, and after they get over the guilt of maybe ending another relationship, then they can, like, you know what I mean, deal with you. Or like maybe they'll start flirting and talking and communicating with you. I'm kind of getting that, because the Nine of Wands, like, I want to cross the line, or I want to like approach, but like, it can also be afraid of rejection. They could be afraid of like the failure of it not going as they expected it to go. Because with the Ten of Cups, they may already have a vision of how they would expect the relationship to like pan out between y'all. So like with the Page of Cups, this could be somebody who's shy and feels naive for feeling this way about you, and feeling that it can go in this direction without like taking any real action. You know what I mean? So they may really admire y'all, like really have like a crush on y'all. You know what I mean? So like, I don't like, this may be like somebody who idolizes you and romanticizes you, and like if it doesn't work, then like I'm gonna be sad, because like I really kind of pegged you to be like a wish fulfillment. I really expected like an experience with you to be a wish fulfillment. So like sex may be a big thing on this person's mind. Now we only got one person here. I was about to say, because like I was saying, some of y'all, this may be like a person who's like stiff as a board. Like the way that they have sex, they may be like, they may just be attractive. I'm not gonna say that it may not be emotionally fulfilling, because in some ways it can be. You know what I mean? But like this may be somebody who you guys have to like get to know each other, and have to like, they may be kind of like immature, or maybe not have like a lot of sexual experience, or like just be like really shy and really afraid of like being too assertive and too aggressive with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like they probably idolize you with that Page of Cups and that Ten of Cups. They probably idolize you, and they don't want to like, you know what I mean, maybe scare y'all away, or they don't want to like maybe make you feel guilty or used. So this may be somebody who like does a lot of kissing and like a lot of hugging and a lot of like touching, soft caressing, to try to like, you know, make it seem like they're like not just wham bam thank you ma'am. All right, but I guess unexpectedly y'all going to do this, or unexpectedly it's going to happen. The opportunity is going to be presented from them just being a lot more playful and like taking a risk to cross an invisible line between y'all. Maybe the line's real, but like to them it's invisible, so maybe it hasn't been spoken about. All right, anyway, could be an Aries, could be a Aquarius, could be a Capricorn, could be a Pisces, Sag, Cancer, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it is a Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn. All right. You said, damn, he already hit it and quit it, so that's that. But he still want to do it again. A ghoster and a person who doesn't commit is on the down low. See that as dodging a bullet. Yep. Gotta do everything. Gotta do everything for a reason. True that. He do. Okay. All right. We was on Pisces. Here we go. At the end. Woo! We made it. All right. 2 hours and 13 minutes. 2 hours and 13 minutes. All right. Quick shuffle. So, Pisces. Yo, today was a leg day. I was working legs today, and I was just noticing. I was like, damn, I got really nice legs. I was really proud of that. I was in the mirror and stuff. I was like feeling vain. One of my dudes came over, was like, yo, bro, you've been looking at your mirror, looking at yourself in the mirror. You got to do another set or something. And I was thinking, you know, you just jealous. Your legs don't look like this. All right, so Pisces. All right, who wants to fuck you? Let's see. Who's trying to fuck you is what I mean to say. Who's trying to? I don't know why I keep saying who wants to. It's who's trying to. All right, so every time I hear that song, I think about you. So there's somebody, I was gonna say somebody else could be somebody who's a songwriter, but this could also be somebody who's just nostalgic about you guys as well. All right, but this may be somebody who just like hears a song and related it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes like even if you haven't dealt with this person, there may be like a song that they may hear of that like that kind of like reminds them of you. You know what I'm saying? They may think of you in that light. But anyway, it says you're the plug. Nobody can do it like you. My family keep asking about you. Baby mama drama. So this could be a dramatic person emotionally. This could be possibly a baby mama or a baby dad. But if it's not that, it says my family keeps asking about you. So it's somebody whose family knows you. You know what I mean? Or in family could be like friends, co-workers, people that they told about you. You know what I'm saying? Like I be talking to Pisces, so they know about you. So I get that vibe. So even if it's not like a baby mom, baby dad, this could just be somebody who's going through that themselves. You know what I mean? But they feel like nobody can do it like you do it, or nobody has a place in their heart like you do, because it's somebody who's sentimental. I get that vibe. So even if it's not a past person, it's just a sentimental person who like identifies you as like being totally different than anybody else. I don't know though. South Node here is like a past person, a past experience. We got South Node. So this could be if it's not a past person, it's somebody who would be very similar to an experience you already had before. Same type of experience, but like that's really comfortable to get in. Could be an Aquarius. So there's maybe somebody who's not like your usual type, but like they have like the very same pattern of behavior as somebody you guys have already experienced. I got this being somebody who wants to renew it between y'all. There's somebody who wants to have a more diplomatic approach to y'all connection. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Scorpio. That's what I got so far. Now, this may be somebody who has a lot of influence with a lot of different people. They may have a large organization, a large friend group, a large following, maybe a lot of subscribers, maybe a lot of customers, clients, friends. Large social network is kind of the vibe I get. Even if the social network can only be like 5, maybe 10 people. Normally, it's a large group of people, but they may just know a lot of people. A lot of people may just know them. They may have that type of influence and a lot of pull with the large groups of people. So they may be like, I don't know, maybe a community activist. Maybe they're an organizer for like a company or organization. You know what I mean? They know how to like draw people in. It's somebody who has like a natural magnetism to them. So even without trying, they can make friends. So that's probably how you should know them. They socialize and they're friendly with everybody. Like, you know what I mean? It's somebody who likes to give back to people, you know what I mean? But they also like to create drama or like create problems at times. What they're going to try to do, though, to renew the connection between y'all is to try to invite you to some type of group activity or some type of large event that like involves a lot of other people besides them. They're going to try to get you guys involved. Yeah, I did that already, Noella. They're going to try to get you guys involved and like doing something with them that involves maybe other people. So this may be like to try to like make it seem like it's not just about you and them, but we got the Fool here. So some of y'all, this may be somebody who's into like 3-way sex. So they may like bringing extra people into it, or this may be like a third person party where maybe they already have a relationship. Some of y'all though, this may be, I don't know, I was kind of getting a vibe and I was going to say weird, but it's not necessarily weird. This may be somebody who has a partner who like kind of wants one of y'all to like sleep with their partner or wants to, I don't know, or something like that. Like this one has a 3-way, but it's a man and a woman. So they're kind of inviting another partner into the relationship. So this may be somebody who already has a partner, but wants to like let you sleep with her man or let you sleep with their woman, or I don't know. You know what I mean? That's a cuckold if it's a guy, right? And if it's a woman, I don't know what they call that. Is that still cuckold? I don't know. But anyway, so we got 2 of Pentacles. We got the Fool. So that's Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag. Yeah, that went left real fast, right? I was kind of confused too. I was like, what? But you know, no, true story, y'all. True story. Because, you know, I'll be telling y'all all type of dirty shit. True story. One time I was on Tinder. This was like years ago. This is back in like 2015. I was on my freak shit. So anyway, I was on Tinder. Ran into this girl, same night. She was like, yo, we could come, like, she's like, I could link her that night. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool, boom. So we could link. So we link. So we go to a bar that's like up the street from where I live. That's like maybe like two something. I don't know. It's like maybe like 2 blocks up the street. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, she had a boyfriend, but he liked to hear her having sex with other men. And he liked her to film it so he could watch it. You know what I'm saying? so he could watch it. He liked to hear it and he liked to watch it. So like she recorded us having sex. I was like, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'll never forget that. So like, yeah, that was hella freaky for me. For me. So this may be somebody who like with the fool, they may do random like sexual stuff. This may be somebody who's like very spontaneous when it comes to sex. Like, so you may have to adapt to this person. Like they could be also very sometimey too. You know what I mean? So like this may be sometimes where this person really wants sex and then other days they may not really want it, or they're like very impulsive about like when they feel like they want it. But anyway, you may run across this person unexpectedly too. With the Two of Wands, you guys may run across each other's path out of nowhere with the Two of Wands and the Fool. You may just run into each other, just, you know what I mean, cross paths again. If it's a past person, it's going to be a renewal. And you guys may be like surprised that you guys are running into each other and then have a talk. Because that the Aquarius or the 11th house could be about making peaceful resolutions or having a more diplomatic approach with each other. Where like now we can like really fully express, we've evolved, we've grown. Some of y'all, this could even be a dynamic where you guys have been friends and then it's going to a deeper level because we got the 11th house and we got Pluto. So some of y'all, this could be a friend, somebody who you guys had once friend zoned and it's going to a next level, or this could be somebody who once friend zoned you, but it's going to a deeper, like a deeper level, and they're willing to take a risk with y'all. You know what I mean? The Two of Wands could be like, we're taking a different direction in the relationship. So this could be somebody who now wants to like, you know, flirt with y'all. They may be like, you know, seeing you guys as like, I don't know, just wanting to have a sexual experience with y'all. You know what I mean? Like because you guys have been around each other, they kind of feel comfortable with you. They feel drawn to you. You know what I mean? With the Two of Pentacles, you guys have like maybe like started tolerating each other. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting the vibe of them like starting to adapt to you guys or starting to put up with you guys, you know, or you starting to put up with them. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You said, nah, I'm good. Hey, I don't, hey, I don't know. Hey. Anyway, I get them presented an opportunity for y'all to start a brand new. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, playing with the idea of like, what do? We want to start over? You want to try something different between us? You want to try it again? You want to try new? I get y'all just running across each other's paths too. And then with the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, they may invite themselves over or invite you over, but like in an aggressive way. Like, yo, what you doing? Just come over to my house. No, put that down. Just come over here. Just come over to my house. Like it kind of seems like they rush you into the moment. You know what I mean? Or they invite you to do something that they're doing right now. They try to intertwine your like maybe schedules or try to intertwine your plans into each other. Whatever you got going on, they want you to do what they're doing. You know what I mean? So like you could be across the street, like, yo, come here, come over here. Come across the street, yo, damn. We about to barbecue. What the fuck, bro? Come on over here. They try to invite you. Page of Wands is an invite. You know what I mean? So there's somebody who like also is jealous if they think that you have other choices or other options. So that's why this person tries to like invite themselves or make themselves known very quickly. You know what I'm saying? You said my New York BD. Oh, that'd be him telling you come across the street, huh? Come across the street, Katie. The fuck, yo? And with the Nine of Swords, this is a late night lover. This may be a late night lover. All right. Some of y'all, they may stay near a beach or stay near water. Or this could be like maybe where you guys are like at a beach town or beach area, maybe. I was just kind of noticing that too, like a beach area. Maybe they come from a beach area or they just, I don't know. Because I'm noticing a lot of beach here now in this one. Normally it's not a lot of beaches, but this time it's beach. If it's not beach, then it's like near waterway. You can see water where they are. All right, so they're gonna try to make up with y'all. Somebody's gonna want to make up with y'all soon. Even if it's a friend or like a casual acquaintance, it's gonna be a casual acquaintance who's gonna try to socialize their way into a deeper connection between y'all, and try to fill out whether you would like whether it's gonna be worth taking a risk to romantically date you or pursue you guys. With the Page of Cups, that's flirtation. They're gonna flirt. Nine of Swords, they get nervous. They're shy. Whoever this person is nervous and shy. So like they gotta get comfortable around you guys, and they gotta get you to feel like they gotta seem like you're focused on them before they really can like express themselves. So like with the Fool, they may take a risk to try to get your attention and to get your focal point on them. But like for the most part, they may kind of like be friendly at first and not really do too much outside of like insincerely joke and play and keep themselves on your mind. Like I think it's somebody who just keeps themselves on your mind until maybe they feel bold enough to take action. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. Anyway, they're just playing with the idea about what to do next now. So I guess whenever you guys run across each other, it's going to be instinct. instinct because of the Pluto energy. Instinct is what's going to drive the next interaction between y'all. If you run across them, it's going to be instinct. Like how y'all feel in that moment will really decide what happens. Because the Two of Pentacles could be like a yes no moment. Like, what are we going to do? Like, you may have mixed feelings about like what to do. Like, if I should take this risk, if they should take this risk. Y'all both may have mixed feelings about like maybe being pleasant or friendly with each other or like playful with each other. But they're going to invite you guys to do something. You know what I mean? Or they're going to like want to. They're going to be like interested in doing it. So I don't know if they will, because that Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles is like, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Who knows? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe they're just trying to feel you out and see how you respond to them. I think that might be part of it too. Just try to feel you out and see how you respond. And if you respond like optimistic, then they're going to take a risk. So when it comes to signs, the signs are normally the seasons. Because we do got wands and we got Two Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles could be 2 months. Two of Wands could be 2 weeks or 2 days. Actually, it's 2 days in terms of like timing. Page of Wands, that's a 10, I've said essentially. So that could be a 10 or a 1. So let's say that could be 1 week or it could be 10 weeks. The Fool, I don't know. I always just equate that to a season. The Fool could be like instantly. This could be happening sporadic. This could happen next. It could happen tonight, tomorrow, instantly. It's a Fool. It's a 0. It's kind of like limitless in that place. And then the Two of Pentacles, like I said, is 2 months. So some of y'all could be 2 months. 2 months, 2 weeks. Sometimes it could be like 2 years. But like, who the fuck waiting for 2 years? Unless you were like doing some other shit. And then you kind of like ran into each other and they grew up or they evolved. And yeah, 2 years. I can understand that. That makes sense. That's possible. You know what I mean? But anyway, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be a Aries. Could be a Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini. Yeah. Capricorn. Yeah. All right. So anyway. Thank y'all so much for the support. Thanks for rocking and rolling. I appreciate y'all. Is your baby dad calling you right now? See, I told you. You're gonna try to come through if you can. Try playing his way over. You know, I was around the corner if you want me to. I brought some Chardonnay. I know you like Moscato. You like Moscato? Barefoot. I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. All right. So anyway, y'all, I'm about to drop my little one off. She's about to go back home with her mom, allegedly, at 12 o'clock at night. So I guess they're going to be baking cookies and watching shows or some shit. Who knows? I don't really care. Because I don't have to cook any extra meals tomorrow. So I'm not sad. So I'm about to drop her off and maybe get some Royal Farms chicken on the way back. That makes me happy. Have some fried chicken. You know what I mean? That makes me really happy. All right, y'all. So I'm gone. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Have a great night. Maybe y'all might get some. Maybe you might not. I don't know. It should happen sometime soon for some of y'all. All right, y'all. So I'm gone. Y'all enjoy yourselves.